Family, how many of y'all remember this guy right here? You remember he was begging us to go ahead and boycott? I bet he never thought they would go from shrimp fried rice to ketchup fried rice. FBA got him selling that. How many of y'all remember this guy right here? And he the one who told us that we were stupid fools and needed to go vote. Yeah? Well, I bet he never thought that now they saying vote couch because they got blacked out. And FBA, we in the building. Let's go to work. Free Huey.
Black Alpha Network. Home of Black excellence. Power to the people.
Family, these are the scenes all across the United States of America. That's what happens when we black these people out. We got these folks right now selling mustard fried rice. Yeah, they done ran out of everything, fam. There ain't nothing left for them, y'all. There ain't nothing left for them. So they got to go ahead and get a couple packets from Burger King across the street because they can't afford what they thought they had before. But Certifies is definitely in the building, in the place. Ballers gonna ball, haters gonna hate. And y'all know we balling. Shout out to the team. Who's in here tonight, family? Let's go to work. I already see Boston is in here. Yeah, righteous work. I see Norfolk, Virginia in here. You already know what it is. Love y'all. Duval's in here. Shout out to the whole team. You know GA standing up, being well represented because it's G-check season. You already see that. Yeah, we outside 100%, family. New York's in here. Delaware's in here. Every day, all damn day. Chicago's in here. Seattle's in here. Washington's in here. Charleston, South Carolina. Stand up, be well represented. You know I love you, baby. Let's go to work. I see Charlotte in here. Oakland's in here. Bay Area, Mississippi, Atlanta, Georgia, another Chicago, D.C., Baltimore, Kansas City, 912 South GA. I know you. Baltimore's in here. I see you. Dallas is in here, right here with you. You see Shreveport's in here. Los Angeles is in here. Chapel Hill, North Carolina's in here. Omaha's in here. Another Kansas City, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Maryland, Kentucky, New Jersey, Dallas, Detroit, Michigan 313, and Louisiana. What's happening, baby? We in here, fam. Oh, yeah. I'm going to tell you now. Everybody right now is being affected by the boycott. So everybody right now is trying to either stop us, stall us, or try to act like they a part of us. We don't want none of that. It's too late to apologize. We were right the whole damn time, family. You starting to see Jackie Chan and Lucy Liu right now. They're selling mustard fried rice, family. I even heard they got ketchup egg rolls. I'm just telling you what I heard, and I'm just telling you what I seen, fam. They can't afford duck sauce no more. The soy sauce, they ain't got the money no more. You know what I'm saying? They thought they had $1 million and went to 1,000, then to 100. Now, fam, they ain't even got a penny from Foundational Black Americans. Who said that we weren't going to stand on business? Who said we weren't going to sit here and run these people out of our neighborhoods? Done it, done did it. And family, it's only the middle of the summer. We blacking out everybody. And guess what? Even the Haitians that were running around here talking reckless, now they're being deported. So when you get on TikTok and that account is gone, when you get on YouTube, that account is gone. When you get on Instagram or Facebook and them accounts are gone, their business is gone and their bullish is gone. And Foundational Black Americans, we standing super strong. Fam, you know it's bad when the same people who told us that we was Russian bots is now out here saying vote couch. We got the Democrats talking about voting couch, y'all. You know we the greatest. Watch this. Let's go to work.
You don't, and the DNC shoves an AIPAC candidate down your throat, you have my permission to not vote for them, because the Democratic Party needs to learn that it is not vote blue no matter who. It matters who. They sometimes need to lose in order to learn. Sometimes when you lose, you learn. And I'm just telling you right now, if they put a little AIPAC, send Israel all the bombs, give Saudi Arabia all the money, let the UAE run over us and give Trump another plane. If they put another AIPAC sellout moderate in place of Graham Plattner, and they do not put somebody in who is his same ideology, you have my permission to stay your ass home.
told her we needed her permission? Now they want to talk this talk, fam. Now they want to sing this song. Oh, we ain't falling for none of that. None of that. You better take that back to the Congo. You better take that back to Africa. You better take that back to Tetherland. FBA ain't on that. We don't need your permission. We've been standing on this type of business. I know she didn't say that she gave us permission. Shit. Didn't Kamala say the same thing until I seen her? Then she ain't said it no more. Matter of fact, ain't seen her no more. Who the hell these people think they talking to? Now they want to start talking FBA type time. Nah, it don't go that way. We standing on business. We sitting on the couch with or without y'all. You ain't grassroots. You can't pretend. Don't cosplay. Don't act like you us because you ain't like us. We don't give a damn about none of that. Like I told Kamala, we ain't voting for the Democrats. We ain't voting for anybody until we get paid. Remember that.
At sellout moderate in place of Graham Plattner, and they do not put somebody in who is his same ideology, you have my permission to stay your ass home. Then they will learn when Susan Collins gets 6 more years. At this point, we have to teach Democrats. We need to instruct them and teach them how to treat us. It's like being in a relationship. You got to teach people how to treat your ass.
You know, the good thing about it is 6 more years if she...
What? Hell no, fam. That's why, look at her. Look at her looking away right now. You see her looking to the side because she know the words don't come from her. She know that ain't her own language, fam. That's grassroots language, fam. We told everybody. We told them we run the yard. Every single time we pop up and pop out, we tell these people that it's FBA all damn day and the grassroots runs the yard, family. That look right there is the grassroots running the yard. That look right there is defeated. That look right there is, damn, I can't stop these foundationals. Hell no. And plus, fam, that look right there is your ass needs to do something with that mop on top of your head. But hey, that's another topic and another conversation for another day. But what we do know is that she just try to play us. You just try to play us because now your career is in the trash. Ain't nobody voting for the Democratic Party and the grassroots is seeing through you. It's a very bad day to be a tether from the Congo.
She gets in, she might go the way of Mitch McConnell.
She'll be glitching and freezing.
Exactly.
Glitching and freezing because they don't never want to retire. Why that old lady still retire too?
Fam, did she just try to fix the back of her head? Fam, tell me, did I miss that? Did y'all see that? What did she just do? Fam, I know she didn't try to make it look like she's patting down her hairless afro. Fam, what was that? Did she just pat the back of her head down? Fam, boy, she done really tried to go off the deep end. Somebody check on Joyless. I think Joyless is on some of that dope, y'all. I'm sorry, Joyless. I don't know what you got in that pipe, okay? But damn, you just try to pat the back of your hair that isn't there. She tried to pat the hair that isn't there. If you don't stop, hell no. Let's get this right.
Freezing because they don't never want to retire. Why that old lady still?
What?
Glitching and freezing because they don't never want to retire. Why that old lady?
Joyless, I don't know who's going to break it to you, but you ain't got nothing in the back or the front. You're wrong, Joyless. Joyless, you're wrong. There ain't nothing there. You're lying about the voting. You're lying about the grassroots. You've been lying about FBA. Now you're lying to yourself thinking that you got hair. You don't. You got a tether hairline on the front and the back. Stop. You ain't pat nothing down, Joyless. Stop playing. Joyless, I know you're not smokeless because you must be on something doing that right there. Come again.
Glitching and freezing because they don't never want to retire. Why that old lady still? She needs to retire too. But you know what? Leave her in there. If they
isn't she older than Mitch McConnell?
Probably. I mean, at this point, they're all old. They're all 100 years old. But the reality is, we're going to focus on the races where the people get to choose the ideology of what they want. People didn't pick Graham Platter because of his.
Oh, now it's about what the people want. Now it's the people, fam. Right now, salute yourself. Applaud yourself, fam. Y'all see all these breakdowns in these people? You see where these people at right now, my certifieds? Y'all see how they acting like us? Remember, y'all, we not saying POC. We not saying black and brown. We not saying we can all get along. They saying our talking points. Don't let nobody say nothing. Fam, we declare it right now. FBA got the establishment in a chokehold. They can't handle us. This headlock is too strong.
Stupid tattoos. They picked him because of his ideology.
And so to say, what are you going to do? Like vote Republican? Like they don't think we have a choice. They think that we have to vote for Taliban.
Yeah, but what they understand is the couch is actually a choice.
What?
And we've seen, but what they understand is the couch is actually a choice. The couch is actually a choice. And we've seen it since since Obama ran in 2008, 2012. You have seen a drop. You have seen a drop in Black voter participation.
Damn, Roland, you too. I know the No Neck Chronicles did not just say that. Family, what is going on? Is it snowing outside, family, or just we mopping these folks up? Is we whooping them up, family? Because I know I didn't just hear Roland say the couch is a choice too. Wait a minute. When you was getting all that money from Kamala Harris, it's not my fault you blew it on Applebee's. It's not my fault you blew it on Golden Corral. It's not my fault you blew it on Longhorn Steakhouse. It's not my fault you blew it on Burger King, Wendy's, McDonald's, Taco Bell. You done McDonald's, Taco Bell, and Burger King yourself to voting for the couch? Roland, we know what you doing. You out here trying to plead so you can get you a couple extra dollars so you can get a couple extra biscuits. This man said couch.
In 2008, 2012, you have seen a drop. You have seen a drop in Black voter participation in every election. It's right.
Yeah, damn right. That's called the grassroots. That's called we ain't voting for nobody till we get paid.
Gonna do like vote Republican. Like they don't think we have a choice. They think that we have to vote for Taliban.
Yeah, but what they understand is the couch is actually a choice. And we've seen.
Damn right. And the couch is a choice because we made it the choice. Oh, whoa, Kimo Sabe. Family, y'all see what we talking about? Y'all see what we saying? We run this. This is all about us, y'all. These individuals now are out here talking about voting couch and vote blue no matter who is over. Vote blue no matter who is over. We been said that. See, fam, we're the ones who took that plantation and put it on the ground and then stepped over it. We did that. See, what you see going on now, fam, that's because of the blackout. Oh, yeah, fam, I want y'all to draw all the lines, y'all. Y'all know how we do. That's blackout energy. See, the Democrats understand they don't have control over the foundational Black American grassroots. The foundational Black American grassroots has all of the control. And I'm talking about over all of America. No longer can the streets say something and then the folks on the TV say something. You know why? Because everybody on the TV has been fired. We're the ones who got them all fired. Why do you think, fam, they crashing out left and right? Why you think, fam, they ain't got nothing going for themselves? That's all because of certified foundational Black Americans right here. We did all of that. So when you see them two, and fam, let's be real, what do they both have in common? They're the biggest Democratic shields and they're both anti-foundational Black Americans. Both anti-foundational Black Americans. I said it before, y'all. Everybody wakes up every single day and they look at their phone and they're going through their phone and scrolling through the phone to see if they've been targeted by this 24/7 foundational Black American blackout. They're afraid, fam. They don't want it to be them. They feel they're next. They say, damn, they done got Godfrey, okay? He's fled and he's hiding some damn where. They done got the whole Democratic plantation. They're gone. You don't see them. They done got all the Haitians, TPS, gone. You done seen all the Chicanos and Mexicanos. They gone. ICE got them. Everybody right now is afraid. Jackie Chan is shutting down his stores. Now they're seeing us flex our foundational Black American economic and political power. And our economic and political power is exactly that, fam. It's powerful. And they're all watching it in full display. Fam, the grassroots has spoken. This right here is letting you know that they don't have a damn thing under control and they got to go through us. See, let me tell you something, y'all. Midterms is right around the corner. They're not supposed to be talking like this. Let me tell you right now, fam. You ain't supposed to be saying vote couch unless you're afraid. You ain't supposed to be saying there ain't no more vote blue no matter who unless you're afraid. You ain't supposed to be talking like this. You tell me a time it's been this close to midterms and the Democrats were talking like that. The reason why they're talking like that right now is because they got to. They ain't got no choice, fam. Everything runs through us. I don't give a damn. Everything does. And you watching it unfold. Certified salute to all of us because the grassroots know it is for.
White supporters be very upset. She texted me and was very upset because she thought I was threatening to withhold the Black vote and that a really bad man, Paxton, was going to win. And I told her I'm not threatening anything, but I also told her You literally cannot shame us into voting for Tallarico if he won't even, when he needs us, come and speak with us and listen to our issues and develop a strategy to address our issues. And so to say, what are you going to do? Like, vote Republican? Like, they don't think we have a choice. They think that we have to vote for Tallarico.
Yeah, but what they understand is that the couch is actually a choice. And we've seen it since Obama ran in 2008, 2012. You have seen a drop. You've seen a drop in black voter participation in every election. It's right there in the numbers. I don't know what the hell they're looking at, and it's there in the data. I don't understand it.
Is that right? Now, over the past 5, 6, 7 years, y'all have seen cosplaying Reid. Y'all have seen cosplaying Kamala Harris. Y'all have seen Roland Martin walk back everything they said and kowtow to the grassroots to the Black American grassroots, one by one. Reid, when she was on national television, sitting up there calling people crazy because we said, hey, our number one thing that we telling y'all to give us is reparations. And when she gets off of national television, that's all. She can't stop talking about it. You seen Kamala Harris go on a world tour saying that it's okay to ask for tangibles for your vote. You just seen Roland Martin get on his station talking about some, hey, the couch is a very good option if y'all look at the numbers, because the numbers absolutely bear that. Look at the numbers. You ain't got the support that you used to have. Voting is a very good option. Mind you, in the past, he was calling us everything but the child of God for saying, hey, if you don't give us what we want, because y'all ain't done nothing for us in 60 years, then you will not get our vote. They called you everything but a child of God. Do you understand me? But when it's all said and done, when the real numbers come out, they can't do nothing but bow down to what the grassroots says, because we are always right.
Always right. Always right. 100 out of 100, baby. Certified.
You will not chastise us. You will not play crazy with us. They don't have that tightened grip that they used to have on our community, and they know it. You want the support, you give us what we tell you to give us. You don't get to play with us no more. Do y'all understand that in order for the U.S. system to operate, the fictitious facade of a two-party system has to work? It has not been working. And that is thanks to you, Black American. Piece by piece, you are breaking this motherfucker down, and we will not stop.
Y'all gonna stop, FBA? Let me talk to the grassroots real quick as your certified brother. Y'all got any stopping, y'all? Do y'all want to stop? Y'all want to take a break? Who want to go take a nap right now? Y'all want to go take a nap for a minute? We'll come back and do this later. Y'all want to get back to it? Y'all want to accept their apology and hear them out a little bit? Or y'all want to keep on regulating, and G-checking? Let me know, fam. If you want to G-check, shit, let me see something in the chat.
They don't have a choice. They don't have that tightened grip that they used to have on our community, and they know it. You want the support, you give us what we tell you to give us. You don't get to play with us no more. Do y'all understand that in order for the U.S. system to operate, the fictitious facade of a two-party system has to work? It has not been working. And that is thanks to you, Black American. Piece by piece, you are breaking this motherfucker down, and we will not stop. They don't have a choice but to kowtow to everything you said and you stand on. And we ain't done nothing but stood on it.
White supporters be very upset. She texted me and was
standing on business, sitting on the couch, but I'm standing on business. Damn, I'm loving it. Hey, rejoice right now, FBA. My certified family, I need y'all to stand all the way up and enjoy this right now. We got them shook, and they know this. The whole damn world knows this because we called it, fam. You're always right, Black Americans. You're always right. You've never been wrong. Every single thing about America that's great belongs to us, including the truth, including being correct, including being right. Whether it's popular at the moment or not, we don't give a damn. If it ain't popular, what we say to you, then you get the hell out our way. See, that's the difference, fam. We ain't on no weak type conservative energy right now. FBAs know we got an agenda, we got an assignment, and we out to get it. We ain't sitting there playing with people. We ain't placating them. We ain't trying to hear them out. We ain't trying to let them talk. One thing I love about all my foundational Black Americans in this generation, we know what we got to do and we going to get it. Black Americans is tired. Fam, we tired. We done looking at the 60s and 70s and saying, damn, man, that was good. But we done looking at the 90s and the 80s and saying, oh, that was cool. But if this didn't happen, we tired of seeing people come out here and disrespect us, show up yesterday from some foreign land, get all these handouts. Fam, FBA ain't playing with nobody. Think everybody playing, you're going to find out the hard way, especially when you're dealing with us. We made up our mind. We said we're going to regulate. We're going to get to the point. And if it ain't about money, then it ain't about me. Everything we do got money on the mind, fam. That's what it's about, fam. I got my mind on my money and my money on my mind. And if the Democrats ain't talking money, get the hell out the way. The Republicans ain't talking money, get the hell out the way. You know the tethers ain't talking about money, so they already the hell out the way. The only thing we see, family, is getting to that damn bank and getting what belongs to us because we built this thing. So now the Democrats are running around here trying to mimic what we say. Let me tell you something, fam. You cannot find synthetic foundational Black American grassroots energy. There's no such thing. There's no such thing, fam. Ain't no knockoffs FBA. I'm going to tell you that today. There ain't no knockoffs FBA, fam. Joyless Reid and Roland Martin right now talking about voting couch and talking about letting the Democrats suffer. That looks like when you see them folks in Japan trying to do the Memphis juking. It don't sit good. It don't look right, and you look like a damn fool. That's what it is. All these folks out there trying to rap like us, hell no. You better hide the hell out of FBA's way, all right? One thing about foundationals, family, we keep it real, we keep it 100, and we know when your ass is not like us. You better take your Japan juking, get the hell up out of here. You better take your tether babbling, get the hell up out of here. You better take K-pop, J-pop, A-pop, get the hell out of here. When R&B walk in the building, your ass knows what time it is. When soul food step up in here, you know what time it is. And when the grassroots show up, you damn sure know what time it is. And I'm looking at my clock. And if you certified all the damn time, baby, every second. Let me show y'all even further. Oh, they mad, boy. They mad right now. Joy just got her own community coming after her. Oh, yeah. Oh, fam, y'all look, enjoy the show. Because what come along with it, fam, is they start fighting each other. Get your popcorn pop, y'all. I told y'all, we in here.
Joy Reid is 100% wrong for telling the Maine voters they have her permission not to vote.
Whoa!
Somebody asked me about that, her statement about that Graham Plattner mess, and I think she did it on her Reid Out show where she said the voters wanted a progressive, they don't want an APAC candidate, and if the DNC shoves another candidate down your throat, an APAC candidate, you have my permission not to vote. DNC doesn't choose candidates, and Joy Reid knows she's conflating all those things because she knows there are people who will listen to her on her giant platform and not make the connection that she is conflating things all for the purposes of supporting and showing outrage for a rapist, Nazi, racist up in Maine who was trying.
He mad, fam. Look at him. Look how they talking to each other, fam. Oh, he pissed.
To be a senator, and according to reports, they were getting ready, if he won that, to prop him up for 2028. Joy Reid knows that that's wrong, that she is wrong. She is a highly educated, media savvy person, been in the media for 20 years or longer. But she's wrapped up in that leftist nonsense like Bernard, like Elizabeth Warren, Ro Khanna, Stephen King, the podcast bros, Crooked Media, the I Fed Up ladies, all them things.
I think he's confusing a giant forehead with a giant platform. But giant or midget, you're still losing.
There's people that went after that guy and they knew. You know how they knew? Because we all knew. We're not even in Maine. Regular Democrats, especially Black Democrats, and especially women like Joy Reid, Black women. But for her to throw all that aside, use her big old platform and say, you have my permission not to vote, knowing what Black people went through to get the right to vote, knowing what Black people went through to actually exercise that vote, and then knowing that the Republicans in the Supreme Court have worked to strip away the rights of Black people from voting, and Republicans all across the South acted on that and started making it hard again. Joy Reid knows that.
Stop. Family, are they talking to each other like they used to talk to us? This sounds like what they was telling us just a few weeks ago. Fam, are they pointing the finger at each other like they used to point the finger at FBA now? Look at this, y'all. We got the Democrats scolding each other. We got the Democrats feuding and fighting with each other. They're giving each other the whole, your ancestors died for you to have a right to vote. How can't you see that? You wrong, Joyless. This is messed up what you told these kids. You shouldn't have said that. Look how mad he is. Look how mad he is right there, fam. Oh, no. Fam, the rainbows done came out. She got the rainbow mad. Oh, let's go there.
January 13th, 1913, Delta Sigma Theta was founded. There were 9 AKAs and 13 other women to make up 22 founders. And Delta Sigma Theta was founded because they felt that Alpha at the time was more leaning into a social organization and they wanted to be more politically active and look at things like civil rights and political action and do more service-oriented things. So they've been down for the cause since their founding. Not to take away from AKA, no, y'all still my heart, okay? But Deltas have championed voting. They have championed signing up to vote, registering people to vote, getting people, to be civically minded and active. And then along comes an honorary member who crossed a few years ago with her line, who goes by the name of Reid. And she was so excited to become a member of Delta Sigma Theta. And then yesterday said,
what the hell was that? Fam, I'd have to hit about 15 punk alerts. We ain't got that kind of time. Just hear it in your head, okay? All right? She got the PONKs mad at her.
Voters, if the main Democratic Party does not choose someone who has Graham Plattner's platform that was given to him by consultants that people voted for, then Mainers have her permission to not vote. A Black woman in the United States of America living under what we're living under, when Black women have lost so much under the Trump administration, is telling people to not vote. And I granted it's like 2% Black people in Maine, but I get that. But the concept of the idea of the audacity to tell people to not vote as a Black woman in America, and especially as a Delta.
What?
I don't like how she didn't know that. But I definitely don't.
Fam, when you got the Skittles bag, the Starburst bag, and you got the fruit by the foot and the fruit roll up, all mad at you, oh, you done messed up, Joyless. Joyless? Oh, you done got him mad, so damn mad, there ain't no coming back? Hell no. Joyless looking like this right about now, y'all. There go Joyless, fam. Joyless is pissed off. Yeah, she don't know what happened. Joyless is saying, why her? And I'm going to tell you why. Because right now, family, what you're starting to witness and what you're seeing is all of these different people are feuding and fighting because they can't control us. I told you before, lack of being able to control foundational Black Americans puts a rift in these other communities. Notice, y'all, they always come out anti-FBA. They always come out hating on us. When we resist and push back, the only thing left is for them to have some type of conflict, some type of battle, some type of feuding, some type of fighting, some type of meltdown. And you see all 4, 5, 6 of it right there. She got the bonnet head punks mad at her. Let's be real. She got the tethers mad at her. Let's be real. And the other Democrats are mad at her. Yes, they are. Why are they mad, fam? Because they all understand the grassroots. We've taken everything that they said before and we done rearranged the game. They have to bow down to us. No longer, family, can these people dictate the foundational Black Americans. We do all the dictating over here. We do all the dictating. Everything that we say goes, and we're the ones really painting the picture. We influence more people than they ever have. You ain't seeing Roland talking all that, use a fool and Simple Simon, are you? Roland very hush-hush and quiet right now. Why is Roland so quiet right now? Because Roland knows what time it is. Because when they all get that pink slip for the third time, and they all get evicted for the third time, it's a wrap. But I want y'all to notice, Joyous Flea, she said she gives us permission. And that's exactly the reason why foundational Black Americans ain't rocking with them in the first place. See, it's been y'all in the grassroots who've been out here pushing these people to the curb. It's been y'all in the grassroots who've been standing on certified business. Everywhere these people show up, foundational Black Americans show up. Everywhere these people show up, FBA holds it down. Family, this is why I told everybody that regulator tour is real. This right here is a result of us painting the narrative. Fam, they wanted to go around America and sell us a bunch of ideologies and agendas that we didn't go for. It was the grassroots who said, no, we ain't with none of that. If it ain't real, it ain't us. And if it ain't us, it ain't real. This is all brought to you by the regulators who done seen these people in every single city. Now they're in disarray. They don't have a clear option on what they're going to do. They don't know what's next, fam. I'm telling you right now, they don't know what's next because foundational Black Americans have made it that way. And how we do it, fam? By standing on certified time. So when you see her say she gives us permission, there was somebody else who told foundational Black Americans that we have their permission. Y'all remember when Kamala Harris popped up and she started talking that transactional voter talk? Remember that, fam? Yeah, this is the same thing, fam. Oh, they all saying the same thing because it's coming from the same place. Fear. It's all coming from fear because the regulators done stepped up in here, fam. This is the same exact thing. Permission, transactional. Basically, what they're trying to do is make it look like foundationals. Y'all can go ahead and do what y'all want to do. But can you please? Can you hopes? Can you copes? Hell no. But when she pulled up and she started saying that kind of talk about we got permission, somebody checked her.
I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit Black people. No. Black people? No. Black people? No.
On behalf of foundational Black Americans, we demand cash payment reparations, Kamala. We demand cash payment reparations, Kamala. We demand cash payment reparations, Kamala. On behalf of foundational Black Americans, we demand cash payment reparations.
She shook.
Get yours. Vote and say, I'm voting because I expect something out of this. You're not going to take for granted that I'm going to vote because I'm a good citizen and it's my civic duty to vote, so that you don't even worry about whether you're producing what I need because, oh, we can count on them to vote because they remember the Edmund Pettus Bridge.
You're not going to use our ancestors' legacy to give money to illegals, immigrants. We're foundational Black Americans. We built this country.
Who booing now? One foundational Black American man, whole room full of shields, and we ain't talking like them. Who won that battle? We did.
We built this country. We built this country. We're not voting for you. We're not voting for the Democrats. And we're not voting for anybody until we get paid.
And to say, if you're going to get my vote, this is what I expect. I'm going to vote because I expect to get something out of this. I'm going to get mine. I'm going to get mine. I think it's okay to give people permission to be transactional voters.
And we're not voting for anybody until we get paid. Remember that. Remember that. Remember that.
And damn it, she remembers that. That's how you handle business anytime you see these people. That's why now they talking like us. You want to talk vote couch because the grassroots got you on the headlock. You want to talk about ain't no vote blue no matter who because the grassroots got you in the headlock. See, fam, we control our own community, which means we control our own destiny. Ain't no longer no boule running around here telling us what it is. I told Kamala off rip, we ain't vote for nobody until we get paid. Brothers and sisters all across the nation been letting it be known. It's about cut the check. No longer can y'all come over here and show disrespect. So if you want to take the boule, you want to take the whole Democratic plantation, you want to take Jackie Chan, you want to take Lucy Liu, think about everybody who was real bold, real disrespectful, telling us what they was going to do. Are they talking like that now? Fam, this has been the silence summer. We done silenced a hell of a lot of naysayers, ain't we? A lot of folks that was popping off in March and April, you don't hear them right now in June, July, and August. A lot of folks that was running their mouth, daring us to do things, you don't see them no more, do you? They didn't think that we was going to stand on business the way we standing on business. And when we stand on business, they go out of business. And I'm talking about all of them. Joyless Flea, she done got fired 3, 4, 5, 6 times. Roland Martin, he done been fired 7, 8, 9, 10 times. And Jackie Chan and Lucy Liu, they getting closed all across this country, and we going to do that 1,000,000 times till they understand our money stays in our community and grassroots initiatives all belong to us, which means we will run your ass out the paint, off the field, and eventually out the country. And speaking of running people out the country, y'all remember a couple of those Haitians that were calling us dirty Black Americans? Do y'all see them anymore? Tell me the last time y'all seen it. Where's that person at, by the way? Fam, where's the dirty Black Americans Haitian lady? Where's she at? I ain't seen her. Did she get TPS'd? Did she, fam? Did she get TPS? Did they teleport her to Port-au-Prince on Saturday? TPS. Did they? Did she have to take her patois somewhere else? I don't know. I told Papa Doc, see you later. I don't know. Where's she at, fam? Notice, y'all don't see that person at all. You don't see the dirty black American. You don't see that person no more. You don't see Jackie Chan's cousin. You don't see him no more. You don't see Roland Martin's neck. You don't see it no more. You just don't see a lot of things. But let me tell you what you do see, foundationals. You see them right there trying to serve up ketchup rice because they ain't got no fried rice because FBA done ran all of their asses out the damn country because we putting in work. Fam, you ain't seen a lot of folks. Let me tell y'all, how many of y'all remember this dude right here? Y'all remember this dude? One of those TikTokers that was running around here talking that stuff? How many of y'all remember this guy? Okay, if you've seen one TikToker, you done seen them all, y'all. This is one of those TikTokers that was running around here, disrespecting foundational black Americans, saying a hell of a lot of things about us. Well, guess what, y'all? His ass is getting deported. So I'll see you in Port-au-Prince on Saturday, but I'll be watching from my TV with my popcorn on standby.
Hey, man, TikTok what it is, bro. Hey, man, as y'all know, and I'm sure y'all heard, feel me, the TPS for Haitians has ended. Me being Haitian, y'all know me on TikTok. Y'all know the entire Haitian, man. Me being Haitian, I may have to go back to Haiti, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, it might be a wrap. I came here on the bottom program. I did very good for myself. Hold on.
They be having all this sad music. I have to leave. Dong, dong, ding, dong. Please help me, nigga. Stay. Ding, 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 ding. Knock, knock. Tom Homer's at the door. I gotta run. Take your sad music. Take your damn bonnet and get the hell up out of here.
Yeah. I came here on the program. I did very good for myself. But the thing that I'm running into is that, you know, due to the fact that I'm Haitian, that I'm basically gonna have to go to Haiti. And I just want to let everybody know, since it's gonna be my last couple of weeks here, man, TikTok, I'm gonna document with y'all. We gonna ball up before I leave. I will be back. I did what I needed to do while I was here. And I will see everybody back, man. Mr. Tahish PSA. Y'all know what it is. And it's okay if they don't want your boy to stay, man. I will be back, though. There's a lot going on with Trump.
You ain't coming back. Don't lie to your followers. Don't tell that lie. Quit lying to your people. Your ass is leaving, and you won't be coming back. Why he think he come back? I'll be back, man. I'll be back. They can't keep a good Haitian down. Hey, what's that? Something, holding it down. He talking like that one chick. Hold it down. Your ass is going to be holding it down in Port-au-Prince. Because you can't hold it down here.
He doesn't like Haitians too much. So, we'll be going back, it's a lot, bro. I got family, kids, and all of that. But, gotta do what it do, I really feel like they feel like we making too much money on them. America feel like it's not fair for the other citizens that they feel like should be having it. But
boy, he still got it in his head that he making money. You getting deported because you're here illegally. Y'all see how they still can't get the message? It's because we getting so much money. It's all the money we got now. If we didn't have all this money, then we still be here now. Look at these tether tears, fam. Y'all hear these damn tether tears? If when you getting money then for the citizens now, they don't want you to have it. Your ass is getting deported, and you ain't got no damn money. You better go take some damn money back to Port-au-Prince with you.
But gotta do what it do, I really feel like they feel like we making too much money on them. America feel like it's not fair for the other citizens that they feel like should be having it. But it's all right, man. We're going to push through, man. And like I say, man, y'all follow me, my TikTok. I'm going to show y'all my journey of my last days in the U.S. Let's get it. Hey, man, TikTok, what it is.
Yeah, you going to get it, all right. You going to get on the plane back to Port-au-Prince. There you go, family. And here we go, family. All in one. You know what time it is, y'all. Certified salute to us. Fam, I'm just saying, we call it out and it happens. Again, foundational Black Americans are always right. That's why everybody watches, fam. They don't just watch us because, we so fly, we so G'd up. They don't just watch us because foundational Black Americans set all the trends. They watch us because we're always correct. Foundational Black Americans, we write without a crystal ball. You know what I'm saying? The dirty Haitian person, you don't see that individual no more. Nope, nope, don't see him. Nope, You don't see Mr. Jackie Chan Darreners. Nope, you don't see him no more. You can go down the list, you can go down the line. Everybody who has something to say, they disappeared, fam. There's been a lot of teleportation. Okay, you see these folks getting teleported to Port-au-Prince, teleported to Kingston, teleported to Ghana. You seen everybody get teleported, but guess who ain't? Foundational Black Americans. They've been worried about getting deported. They better worry about getting teleported because they're getting up out of here real damn fast. And I'm here for it because we told everybody, foundational Black Americans, we built this thing. We told everybody that foundational Black Americans maintain this thing, sustain this thing, and got it all wrapped up in this thing. Didn't we? You damn right we did. So now, y'all, these people are having meltdowns. They got the sad music in the background playing the piano. Get your ass out of here. Mozart can't save you. Your ass is gone. Okay? That's it. But family, that ain't the only people from the only community that's been running their mouth about foundational Black Americans and been finding out the super hard way. I mean the super hard way. Now you're starting to see a hell of a lot of these Lucy Lou's and Jackie Chan's coming out. Yeah. And the Lucy Lou's and the Jackie Chan's are saying the same exact thing that the Hollands and the Joyless were saying. What is that? FBA was right the whole damn time. Please don't black us out. Please don't boycott. I told everybody a couple weeks ago, I said by September, you're going to see everybody saying, please don't black us out. But we can't stop the blackout. The blackout's on one. The blackout's going. The blackout is in full fledged. And fam, we've been telling folks that they've been getting closed down. People didn't want to believe us, fam. They didn't want to believe us, fam. They was like, nah, man, ain't no way they getting closed down. That did on the internet. That don't look like it's just on the internet to me. Fam, look at the screen. That close sign ain't just on the internet to me. Nah, what I'm seeing is people is getting taken out in real life. How do you know? Because now, family, they're telling you that they can't even meet payroll. Shout out to our sister, Natural Torah. Natural Torah broke it down how foundational Black Americans just in 2.5 weeks can affect these people by the millions. Now take that 2.5 weeks and give me 3.5, 4.5, 5.5. Well, they're going to lose half their staff. Watch this.
2 a.m. Thank you for those of you who ordered curry tonight. We've never been open late like this before, and I've been on my own fulfilling orders, and I'm really grateful for them. I'm going to keep this as short and sweet as possible. I had a discussion with my investor. Her name is Mom. And an hour ago, it was very apparent that I won't have...
Wait, did he just gulp? This man, boy, look how scared he is. He can't even get it out.
That I won't have any more money borrowing capability starting next week. I just borrowed another $4,500 to make payroll, and payroll has been sent. But if we don't somehow make at least $14,000 to $16,000 over the next 2 days, I will not have enough money to pay rent, and it's not enough.
Damn, sound like your ass about to be in the street. You can't pay rent. What the lights look like? Do you got running water? No, you don't. Damn, that's bad.
I have tax payments coming up. I have to make payroll next week organically, which will be the priority. And We will not be making enough this week to pay all of our bills next week while not being able to get additional funding to supplement the shortfall. I think this is going to be the last weekend that we provide sushi service.
Damn!
I think this is going to be the last weekend that we provide sushi service. The last weekend that we provide sushi service.
Damn!
I don't know what to do next week without an investor. So I'm very sorry to make this announcement. I'm really proud of the food that we provide.
But are you proud of all the anti-Black American racism that comes from your community? All the foundational Black American lineage prejudice that you harbor? Are you proud of that too? Keep your anti-foundational tears to yourself. And I hope this ain't asking us to give you money, because this looks like a FBA either come spend with us or FBA give us a loan. You better get Jackie Chan on the phone. You better call Jackie. You better call Lucy. I heard Yao Ming got a cell phone, because we ain't giving you no damn calls and we ain't picking up. Don't be hitting our line up. You gonna get the FU button straight to voicemail. Nah, we remember this, because remember, y'all, they ain't said nothing about Rick Chow, so we ain't gonna say nothing about y'all getting closed. Matter of fact, we will. We gonna say good.
I'm really proud of the food that we provide, and I hope you can try it this weekend, because I think this is the last weekend we're going to be able to. Thank you.
There go another one, fam. There goes another. I told y'all, foundational Black Americans, you better hurry up right now and go get you some ketchup fried rice. Y'all ain't heard? To see what happens is, fam, when you shop with them, they have chicken fried rice, right? But now they can't afford those sauces, so now they out here slanging ketchup fried rice. They say it's just as good, you know what I'm saying? Because they had to go across the street to Burger King and they had to order a couple Whoppers. Shout out to Quincy. They had to go get them a couple Whoppers, you know what I'm saying? So they brought back some ketchup packs and some mustard packs, and they just put it all on top of the food, fam. That's what I heard, and that's word on the curb. I'm just keeping it a buck. And fam, they said it's just like this right there too. They said just like that right there, boy. They said, boy, they slapped some damn ketchup on it. They said, you won't even know about no damn duck sauce or no soy sauce. You'll forget all about it if you just get you some ketchup fried rice. Damn. When you're selling ketchup fried rice, ain't a damn thing nice. You better get your mind right. FBA, we on site. Family, this is what happens. We got facts, evidence, and receipts. Fam, just in a brief couple moments, we done broke down how the Democratic Party now is talking about vote couch, aka they asses done went out of business, so they trying to talk like us, and we reject all their damn deposit. Then I showed you Mr. Haitian man. They used to talk bad about American man. Now his ass is going back to his homeland. Damn, we reject your damn deposit. And I just showed you Jackie Chan, who's going back to his homeland with his ketchup fried rice. FBA runs this damn thing. We can tell you, we can show you, but you better get the message. And just when you thought a video like that would have folks all in their feelings and have folks putting on the cape and running, that ain't happening, y'all. That is not happening. Let me tell y'all why we are so certified in this era. We don't have emotions. Y'all notice this is an emotionless era. Foundational Black Americans ain't all in our feelings about these people. We ain't saving nobody. We ain't got no capes. Y'all know that they make those videos because they're used to Black folks back in the day that would run and provide protection and then try to help them out. FBA's looking at that situation. They saying the same thing y'all saying in the chat. By the way, somebody in the chat said, Jet leave. Damn, that's a good one. You cold for that one, but that's a good one. So when Jet leaves and Jackie Chan's in his homeland, then you can already tell FBA don't care. It's business as usual. We put it all to the side. Let me show y'all what foundational Black Americans are out here saying. And let me tell you what it ain't. It ain't foundational Black Americans out here saying, oh, that's sad now. Weezer comes and help you. It ain't foundational Black Americans out here saying, well, we need to go have a talk. No, foundational Black Americans were standing on business when them stores was open. Now we standing on business when them doors is closed every damn day.
Seen this Asian dude say they need to make 14 to 16,000 at his restaurant in the next 2 days.
Damn, that's a
or
lot
his
of
ass is
fried rice,
going
bro.
out of business. You feel me? Niggas is borrowing money to make payroll. Yeah, I know. 4,500 every 2 weeks.
It happens.
I know. Still got rent. Still got car notes. Still got a whole lot of them bills is piling up. Them bills is piling up. Did I not say this? What happened weeks ago? I did. I love to see it. I love to see it. I'm not saying I love to see them struggling this shit. They people should be supporting their people. You feel me?
Facts. I agree with
Meanwhile, Black business is booming. Booming. I'm seeing hella people saying that their business has been doing numbers in the Black community. You feel me? I said that income was gonna drop, and it did. It's basically non-existent. Can't even make payroll. This is going out of business. But yeah, I love to see my people say they gonna do some shit and actually do that shit. Ooh, it feels amazing. Seen this Asian dude say,
Y'all see the energy? It's the energy shift.
Saw this thing online of how the Black people are not going to these salons or this. They are seriously boycotting these Asian people. We are not funding them anymore. It's empty. Look at this.
Yeah!
I thought it was a joke. Ain't nobody in there. Wow. Look at this. They are not playing. Talking all of that shit about the niggas, and the niggas ain't going in there to buy you nothing. Wow, I thought it was a joke, but they are not playing with these Asian people. Ain't nobody in there saying they don't need the black dollar. Uh-huh. Saw this thing online of how
they love to act like boycotting or blackout Asian businesses is not working. It's only a TikTok. People want their mouth. I'm going to flip my camera and I'm going to show you this restaurant. I was open like last week, if I'm not mistaken, closed down now. Let me show you. As you can see, FBA stand up. As you can see right here, this business is shut down. It's closed right here. So they love to act like this is only on TikTok. It's working, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said, the first restaurant, but the first business in the Black community should be the Asian restaurant. The food is no good anyway, to be honest with you. FBA stand up.
It seems like
There they go. There they go. There they go. Family, y'all see it. Uh-huh. Shift of energy. Everything changed, fam. I've been telling everybody this has been a cultural shift, an energetic shift. Everything out. And I'm always making it clear that we own our victories because everybody's trying to make it look like it's something else. Let me tell you what's happening, y'all. You got people making these love letters on the internet to us. Shout out to my sister Natty for that one, because she made a good point. She said they always want to come up with these love letters. Cardi B just made one. And trust me, in a few days, Godfrey is going to make one, okay? They're always out here trying to make these love letters to make it look like foundational Black Americans and them still have a chance to reconcile. There's nothing to reconcile. There's no apologies. We ain't listening. We on with our business. See, you didn't think that we would do any of this, but you found out the hard way that you should always listen to foundational Black Americans because we've always been right, fam. We've been right about everything in the United States of America because this is our home. And when you come here, wipe your feet on the floor and you better check it because you can damn show, fam, know one thing for certain. When we put in time and we put in energy and we put in effort, we move mountains. These people don't. They need us. Think about it, y'all. What's the denominator? Reid and Roland Martin are running that whole game about the Democratic Party. They need our vote. Yep. Jackie Chan needs our vote. The Haitians need our vote. Everybody who comes here to America needs foundational Black American assistance. This is what it's all about. This is why they're always so upset with us owning our own lineage. Our lineage is our lineage, and it belongs to us exclusively. And our lineage will not help anybody if it isn't us. We are most on code as we've ever been. And right now, what you're witnessing, family, is the largest foundational Black American boycott, wealth transfer, blackout since the 1960s. And be honest with you, fam, we're on the path to surpass that. Why? Because you got more foundational Black Americans doing it, and we're taking it and putting it in our community. There's a big difference, family. There's a very big difference. Everybody's melting down. I don't give a damn politically or socially. People are all melting down because they cannot get foundational Black Americans to put on the cape and come save them. It don't happen. So like I told everybody, run, tether, run, tether, run. And family, let me tell you one of the main reasons why foundational Black Americans ain't putting on the cape for these people. Hell to the no. Because, you know, these tethers get very, very strange. They're kind of weird. I think they ain't got all their screws together. There's this tether guy, and he said, F America. Yeah. He said, come deport him. He said, if you deport him, he don't give a damn. He said, F America. He said he gonna be good everywhere. And then he turned around and said that you owe him something. You don't believe me? Watch this, fam. This is what the tethers who come here to the United States of America feel. Haitian migrant says, F America. He says, leftist protesting ICE, he don't need your protection. Here we go.
America.
Did you say
America? America.
Did you say America?
For everybody, country not good for me.
So do you think it would be F every country that isn't good for you individually?
Every country good for me?
If a country's inconvenient, it's F that country.
I'm not a governor. Every country I'm go, I'm still good. This is everybody country, everybody model, everybody country.
This is everybody's country.
Yes, this is America. I'm from Haiti. Number one. This is America giving my country in big trouble.
Are you worried about?
Oh, he said Haiti number one. He said Haiti number one, son. He said F America. Haiti number one. He ain't worried about being deported. Bring it. He want all the tether smoke.
Yes, this is America. I'm from Haiti. Number one. This is America giving my country in big trouble.
Are you worried about getting deported?
Deported? I don't care. I don't
care.
I don't care deported. For me?
You don't care if you get deported?
No.
We see a lot of leftists on the street protesting ICE, protesting deportations. But you said you're not too worried if you get deported. What would you say to those people who are protesting ICE?
I'm no problem for in ICE. So what I need protection for ICE? I'm not need protection for ICE.
Right.
You coming for me? Yeah. What's happening? I'm not need
Damn. Y'all see what we talking about? Y'all see what we saying from they damn community, family? That man said he don't give a damn. F America, he could barely talk. I think somebody said he's built like a cigarette. I think you said, damn, crazy work, crazy work. Y'all see what we saying, though? Y'all see what we saying, though, family? That's what we talking about. Those are the people who come over here and they want you to be their backbone. They want you to be their assistants, all because we all got some melanin in them. You see the difference, fam? That's the same disrespect. Because trust me, fam, when they talk like that to the W, you know they're talking like that to us in 100-fold. But we ain't going for none of that because we running all of this right here. Mind you, fam, foundational Black Americans see through it. We understand everything. But let me tell y'all something that they not talking about, but we going to talk about it because we know what it's hitting for. Right now, fam, there's been some developments in Haiti that nobody's talking about. Yeah. Haiti's about to get double taken over. See, all y'all people talking about dirty Black Americans and y'all was running y'all mouth and disrespecting us. Y'all was on TikTok live. Y'all was stalking all of our pages. A lot of bad things done happened to you when you went back over there. And there's a hell of a lot of people waiting for you when you get back home. FBA, as always, should have been the least of your concerns. You should have never opened your mouth about foundational Black Americans. You should have stayed quiet. But family, they don't know how to stay quiet. The only thing they know how to do is practice anti-foundational Black American vitriol. But y'all look at this right here. Look at your screen, fam. Y'all ready for this one? Look at your screen, fam. U.S. Ambassador to the UN, Mike Waltz visited a military base in Port-au-Prince. Fam, watch this.
So we're here at Camp Vertier in Haiti with the newly created gang suppression force led by a Mongolian commander. This was authorized by the United Nations. We have 10 different countries that are now on the ground. They just completed their first operation, clearing out neighborhoods, taking on the gangs, locking up those, or even worse, that need bad things done to bad people. The bottom line is this is the entire international community coming into Haiti to wrest it from these gangs, and into Haiti to wrest it from these gangs. The entire international community coming into Haiti to wrest it from these gangs. And
fam, y'all done heard this one before. Yes, Mongolian. Yeah, yes. Well, I'll run it back. Let's go. Let's run it back. Yes, family. Right now, this is what's happening in Haiti. Oh, they about to get ransacked.
with the newly created gang suppression force led by a Mongolian commander. This was authorized by the United Nations. We have 10 different countries that are now on the ground. They just completed their first operation, clearing out neighborhoods, taking on the gangs, locking up those, or even worse, that need bad things done to bad people. The bottom line is this is the entire international community coming into Haiti to wrest it from these gangs and to bring stability for the Haitian people. We're here visiting this entire operation. It gets up.
Stability. Have y'all heard that one before? Fam, has the stability thing ever worked out for these countries? Has it ever? When the W shows up talking about stabilities, has that ever done them a favor?
I'm running. It's a great example of what the United Nations can do and should do to bring stability to a struggling country. So we're here. Hey, I'm here with a badass unit of soldiers from Chad, trainers from Jamaica. This is part of the new gang suppression force that is deployed to Haiti under the United Nations and is going to come kick the snot out of the gangs. So barbecue, you better watch out, brother, because these guys are coming for you. We are going to return Haiti to the Haitian people. We're going to have elections again, and we are going to get rid of this lawlessness that is not only taking over this country, but it's infecting the entire region. Hey, I'm here.
Damn. There you go, black folks. Oh, have y'all heard this on TikTok? Has anybody mentioned this? I mean it, fam. Have y'all seen one Haitian bring this up? Has this came up in any conversation with anybody about what's going on over in Haiti? No, you ain't heard it? Nobody has, because they're not talking about it because they're too busy talking about us. See, this is why foundational black Americans tell people hold their own nuts. Fam, it's one thing for somebody who got their priorities straight to talk about you. It's another thing when somebody got some business. Fam, when you over there again letting these people in, how many of y'all heard when I roasted that Haitian dude a couple weeks ago? I posted it, fam, and he kept blaming all these different people, and he said that they're running out all these foreign governments. No, they're not. How long y'all been hearing the Haitians lately been talking about how they're running out the Western world? They're running out the dominant society. That didn't look like you was running out anything. Looked like you are in collaboration with them. Fam, let me tell you what that was. Matter of fact, let me show you. Fam, look at your screen. Fam, that's 1804 right there. That's 1804 word right there. Same exact thing that you see with this guy is 1804. All that 1804 energy, and y'all's the warriors, and we ain't got the culture, and y'all inspired us, and we say what happened the day after. That right there happened. All of the melanated folks stood behind the Mayo man while the Mayo man took over your homeland. There you go. Colonization again and again and again. How in the world do you have time to get on the internet and make a video about me? How in the world do you have time to get on the internet and put smudge on foundational black Americans when you see that happening again? That right there is why we don't listen to them over there, okay? You tell Papa Doc See ya. Because right here in America, we ain't on none of that. And fam, let me show y'all even further that they got further problems. And the problems aren't just what you just seen right there. Their problems are way different, fam. Oh yeah, they got some serious issues going on over there. Big time problems. Because as they're getting deported and kicked out all across the world, don't nobody want them, fam. The thing that they try to do is there's a concentrated effort to attach third world melanated people to first world Black Americans, because we're the only first world Black people certified. They want to attach all these people to us, but fam, every time you look around, all they got is some type of dysfunction. They're trying to dysfunction us out of delineation. They're trying to dysfunction us out of reparations. This is why they want us to be down with the Ghana reparations, because they know we'll just get tied into dysfunction. They got dysfunction everywhere you go, fam, including in Jamaica, how the Jamaicans don't want them. But remember, y'all, they don't talk about the Jamaicans and they don't talk about the UN ambassador, but they're talking about us.
I declare had to go to the United States Embassy and find out that the people are coming out with your country. The government lied to us. That is an act of treason, untrue, mental illness. The government must resign to the prison. Amen.
Jamaicans are pissed that Haitians are coming to their country. They feel betrayed that their government signed this third country transit program behind their back. And this is only temporary, 14 days, no longer than 14 days. Or is it? Is there a loophole? Let's check this out. So the U.S. wants to deport the Haitians July 10th because that's when they losing their status. So they set up this third country transit program with many countries. Jamaica is one of the recent ones, right? So the U.S. is funding 100% of all costs. They are funding the food, housing, security, and transport, while the International Organization of Migration manage the daily logistics in Jamaica. There's a strict cap. Jamaica will only accept maximum of 25 people every 2 weeks. Each person can only stay in Jamaica for a maximum of 14 days before being flown to Haiti. 14 days, no longer than 14 days, or is it? Because, you know, these immigration lawyers are pretty crafty. They're pretty crafty. They find loopholes. So once the U.S. flies a Haitian national onto Jamaican soil, that person falls under Jamaica law. Under the international treaties, they could immediately apply for asylum in Jamaica. If they do, Jamaican courts can legally block the U.S. from putting them on a plane to Haiti, freezing the deportation process entirely. Is that what y'all don't want to happen, for them to find this loophole? But I find it hypocritical, because what happened to out of many comes one people? What happened to we all came over here on the same ship but just got off on different stops? Now that the ship is pulling up to your country, you don't want the Haitians to disembark. So it's not okay for the U.S. to enforce immigration policy, but it's okay for Jamaicans to say, we don't want them, even if it's temporary. Because maybe the loophole might not work. They just don't want the possibility of any of that happening. Let me know what.
Damn, family. Wait a minute. So you mean to tell me all that talk about we're all the same people and there's just different boat stops, they don't actually act on that neither? Oh, you mean to tell me that the blackout done knocked on their door too? You mean to tell me that now that they back home, they can't do any of that complaining? Oh my goodness, fam. I'm just looking at everything that I'm seeing, and for the 100th time, how in the hell did you have any energy for FBA? How in the world did you have any energy for foundational Black Americans? You getting deported here, they don't want you. Deported there, they don't want you. Here in America, though, when you get here, you talk reckless. Notice, y'all, you don't see them talking all reckless in any of these other places where they're getting deported to. It's only with us that they feel that we owe them something. We don't owe them a damn thing. Foundational Black Americans getting paid and we don't owe nobody nothing. That's it, fam. But again, y'all see again that the blackout again got all these people shook up again. And it's going to continue to stay that way because foundational Black Americans got our mind right and our money right, and everybody's witnessing it, fam. And when I say that the blackout is 24/7, 365, fam, I think that these people thought that we was playing. I think that these people thought that this was going to stop. We was going to hit a U-turn. We was going to flip it. They was going to change some words and some nouns and some syllables, and everything was going to be hunky-dory. No, let's go to the next one, fam. What they're doing now, they're going to try to do all these play on words, okay? I said the other day, when you can't beat somebody, you try to join them. If you cannot join them, then you try to make it look like you're a part of them, but from the outside. When you start to see Joyless Reid and Roland Martin and these tethers run around, watch the language in which they choose to use, because the language is going to be very, very hyper-focused on what they're trying to do to us. Y'all know now they're running around here saying foundational African-American. Yeah, fam, I'm not lying. I'm not lying, y'all. They're saying foundational African-American. And they're trying to run around and say that they're actually us, but they're not us, but technically they could be us, so they should be us. I'm not lying, fam. This is what they're doing. Everybody now is trying to remix what we got going on because what we got going on is so strong. Let me show y'all this right here, and y'all tell me exactly what the hell is going on. Watch this. I don't know this person, but this person gives this definition of us, but isn't us, or maybe, or could be, or tether alert. Watch this.
African Americans, okay, I feel like we can all agree on this. As a foundational African American myself, I just want to say this, and only African Americans could correct me on this if I am wrong. But if you were born, for example, say if you're Black and you were born in, I don't know, Cape Town. Shit, I make something up. You were born in Cape Town and you moved to America, right? You're just Black living in America. You're not African American. There's a difference. Because a lot of people, and somebody have put it in my fucking comment section.
Stop. What the hell is this person talking about? Goes on this whole spiel talking about you're not us, but keeps referring to African American and even threw in foundational African American. Fam, they're trying to give definitions that we use, but not using foundational and taking the African out. Hell to the no.
Okay, I feel like we can all agree on this. As a foundational African American myself, I just want to say this, and only African Americans could correct me on this if I am wrong. But if you were born, for example, say if you're Black and you were born in, I don't know, Cape Town. Shit, I make something up. You were born in Cape Town and you moved to America, right? You're just Black living in America. You're not African American. There's a difference. Because a lot of people, and somebody have put it in my fucking comment section, that they call themselves Black American because they're Black living in America, but they were born in a whole nother country. Baby, no, that is not how that shit works. And if I'm wrong, correct me. But it's
you were wrong about the foundational African American. I don't know how you say foundational African American, but then you go on this spills telling these other people they're not us. That's why we don't say African American. Fam, the tether alert about to get hit.
like somebody who is Black, who was born in London, coming to live in America, saying that they're African American. No, the hell you're not. That's two different things. And somebody had put in my comment section, and I just wanted to bring it up because it baffled the fuck out of me. Because what the hell are you talking about? You are not African American just because you're Black living in America. Like, being African American and being Black living in America are two different things. I hope this is making sense. Please let me know if I'm not making sense. But I feel like I'm making sense. Like, if you're Black and you were born in London, right, and you moved to the USA, you're still Black. You're still living in the United States, but you're not African American. You know what I'm saying?
No, we don't know what you're saying. Do you know what you're saying? And fam, don't they always end with their hand on the head like that? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. fam, since we don't know what the hell the last person was saying, somebody tell me what this person is saying.
I'm a Jamaican, right? I'm 50% American and 50% Jamaican. So I'm a Jamaican, right? I'm 50% American and 50% Jamaican. So I'm a Jamaican, right? I'm 50% American and 50% Jamaican. I had a talk today with a friend of mine, and he reminded me, you know, the conversation I had with my friends who were very much like, you should be grateful to be here. And, you know, America has, you know, helped you become who you are. All of that is true. But I was talking to another friend of mine today. You know what he reminded me? All of the gains that we have made in America, a lot of it has to do with people from the Caribbean.
Oh, God. You knew it was coming.
Reminded me, all of the gains that we have made in America, a lot of it has to do with people from the Caribbean, a lot of it, which means that like Black America's ascent is really because of Black Americans who are here and Black Caribbeans who have come over and melted into the country and made us all better. So I'm a Jamaican, so I'm not taking a side. I'm just saying that Black Americans have had a role to play in America, in America, building America, and Black Caribbeans have had.
There you go, boy. I'm telling you. There you go, family. There you go, a Jamaican. So we have a foundational African American followed by a Jamaican. And y'all see how she threw in all the Caribbeans built America BS. It was all the Caribbean now. It was y'all a little bit too, but it was mostly up. Boy, damn. Boy, is that her lip doing that? Or is she lacking teeth in the middle? God damn. Jeez, oh goodness, fam. Oh yeah, the jig is up on this person. I can tell. You got the Ghana gap.
A lot of it has to do with people from the Caribbean, a lot of it, which means that like Black America's ascent is really because of Black Americans who are here and Black Caribbeans who have come over and melted into the country and made us all better. So I'm a Jamaican, so I'm not taking a side. I'm just saying that Black Americans have had a role to play in America, in America, building America, and Black Caribbeans have had a role in building America.
Then what is it? Then what the hell is it? Fam, do y'all understand? Do you understand? We are the only indigenous population on the planet Earth where foreigners who just got here relatively 30 to 60 years ago claim that they built something that they weren't even here for. You weren't even here. You weren't even here. We're the only people who have our accomplishments getting hijacked by new immigrants. The only ones, fam. They would never do this. Notice they don't never talk to this with the W's. They don't never go to the W's and tell the W's all the things that they built in America. They only come to us with that talk. They don't own, fam. Name me a time when they ever went to the W and said that to the W. They don't ever do that. We are the only indigenous population on the planet Earth where immigrants try to stake claim in our accomplishments. This doesn't go on anywhere. Nobody right now will go to Germany and tell the indigenous population that they built it. Nobody would ever go to China and tell the indigenous population that they built it. You won't go to Russia and do that. Only when it comes to us. Hell, they don't do this with each other. You don't hear Haitians saying they built Jamaica. You don't hear Jamaicans saying they built Haiti. You don't never hear this, fam. You don't ever hear Haitians or Jamaicans going to Africa saying they built Africa. It's only when it comes to foundational Black Americans do you hear this go on. I'm talking about on the planet. Because these people try to latch on to us because they ain't got a damn thing going for themselves. That's what it is, fam. You don't have anything that you can say that you built. So you just look at the most successful Black person and say, I built that. That's really what it is, fam. This is all anti-foundational despise. You don't have nothing that you can point to. I've never met somebody who's built anything claim someone else's creation. Remember that. If you create something, you don't have time to steal from someone else's creation. It's the same thing the dominant society does. The dominant society never built nothing in America. They failed trying to build America. So therefore, they point to Black American exceptionalism. Tethers mimic that, fam. If you build a house, you ain't got time talking about, oh, I built that one and that one and that one too, even though you really didn't. This is a sign of someone who is a failure. And this is what they always do when they fail. You didn't build a damn thing right here in America. So let me tell y'all, fam, a new term I want to bring forth. And it's a new term, as we always come up with new terms, like Neely Fuller said, that are very precise, that can't be remixed. Fam, we're going to have to come up with a term, and what I like to call it OOL or OLH, okay, or OLE. And what it is, family, we're going to have to start saying the origins, okay, of our lineage. what are the origins of your lineage? That's what we're going to start saying, fam. We say, what's your homeland? What homeland? What do you mean homeland? What is a homeland? I don't know what that is. When we start saying, well, you ain't from America. Well, technically, I came here last night. Now we're going to have to start saying, okay, what's the origins of your lineage? Our origins of our lineage is the United States of America. See, when you say origins of your lineage, origins of your ethnicity, you automatically tie us in to this great United States of America. Remember that, fam. Nobody can twist that. Okay, so when we say, where's your family from? Ask somebody, where's the origins of your lineage? The origins of, see, they can't pull. See, fam, they can't do that. They can't play games with lineage no more. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm got words right now that's airtight. They ain't going to be able to remix that, fam. They are not going to be, where's your family from? Chicago. Where's your family from? Well, my dad came here, from there. Where's the origins of your ethnicity? Jamaica. There you go. Where's the origins of your lineage? Africa. Origins of lineage or origins of ethnicity or origins of lineage and ethnicity. That right there, you can't get around that. You can't get around that, fam. Come talk to foundational Black Americans. Where's the origins of FBA, America? You can't put that in Jamaica. You can't put that in Haiti. See, when Haitians come over here and they talk African American, people of color, all you got to do is say, where's the origins of your lineage? And they got to stop. They can't say America no more. See, fam, we all about closing that door. Gatekeep, airtight, to where you ain't got no wiggle room in, fam. Don't crack that damn door. Don't even crack it, fam. When somebody pulls up to the outside, hit the intercom. Who is it? What do you want? Get the hell out of here. The origins of our lineage is right here in the United States of America. And then amongst ourselves, we could say the origins of our lineage is Kentucky, Mississippi, Louisiana, North Carolina, Georgia. See, fam, that is an airtight word to have an airtight lineage, that is airtight ethnicity, that's airtight whooping their ass. And you got to love it. Let me show you even further, fam, what we're talking about up in here. I see y'all in the chat, fam. Certified salute. Yeah, you wrote that down. Much love and respect, fam. Every day, man, come up with new terms, new words to keep this thing real good so we can progress the right way. Fam, speaking of progress the right way, let me tell y'all how they're doing it the wrong way. How they got all their feuding and fighting and they're beefing left and right amongst themselves. One thing foundational Black Americans are doing, fam, we over here living in harmony. I want you to remember this as well, y'all. We're the only first world Black people, but we're also the only solidified Black people. They have inter-turmoil in Haiti, inter-turmoil in Jamaica, a hell of a lot of inter-turmoil in Africa. And as you see with the deportation process, they're feuding and fighting amongst themselves. Foundational Black Americans are the only Black people on the planet Earth that are in sync and in solidarity with one another. We're the only ones, fam. Everyone else has feuding and fighting amongst themselves. We don't. We're locked in. Fam, let's go to Africa. We done went to Jamaica. We done went to Haiti. We done went to the Democratic Plantation. Whooped them all, kept pushing. Fam, look what they're doing over there and then tell me why the hell would we want anything to do with them. Let's go. Yeah. The origins of your lineage. USA. They can't say the same.
They will kill us. They will kill us. They will kill us. They will kill us. Serious.
This man has given undocumented foreigners until the 30th of June to leave the country. His name is Pakel Ntakati. Carrying a traditional fighting stick, he uses Zulu symbolism to evoke national pride.
These are South African citizens who are protesting against what they call illegal immigrants or undocumented foreigners. They say these foreigners are causing unemployment, contributing to criminality by selling drugs. They are also straining public services such as healthcare and schools.
Pakela Umtakati's organization is...
Stop. Fam, when we say that these people come to our communities and they drain resources, we don't go out in the streets and march and try to harm these people. Fam, when we say they come over here and they undermine foundational Black Americans, we don't go out in the streets with weapons. This is in Africa, family. Look how they treat immigrants, family. Look how they treat outsiders, fam. Who's the real divisive one? Again, these people have no right to critique foundational Black Americans when we can point to everything they do is hyper-aggressive, criminal towards each other. We don't do none of this.
It's one of many pushing the anti-immigration message. For many Africans living in South Africa, the threat from anti-immigrant groups is real. Several have been killed, many others attacked or intimidated. Fanny has lived in South Africa for 6 years, terrified of the growing threat She sold all her belongings to pay for the bus fare for her and her daughter to get here.
My neighbors, they telling us, you must go, don't stay here. If you stay here until 30, you will see. Don't regret it.
Rajab came to South Africa 15 years ago. All 3 of his children were born here, and he works in this country legally.
They said, hey, my nose is smelling blood. I want to kill you exactly. This is my life. Life is only one. So I leave South Africa. I'm going back to Malawi because I'm feared.
Stop. All 3 of his kids were born there. So basically, birthright citizenship. Now, over here in America, they had babies, and we're not trying to unalive them and their children. So why are they so mad at our position on birthright citizenship when over there the kids are born there and they talking about unaliving the whole family? Look how aggressive these people are. I ain't hitting no black person with no spear, y'all.
Many other Africans, especially those from Somalia, Ethiopia, and the Democratic Republic of Congo, going home is not an option. My brother is from Ethiopia. He and his older brother have run this shop for 11 years.
The government said go, people said go.
What do you think? Do you think he should go or he should stay?
No, I think he should stay. We need him. To be honest, it's better if it's not here. It's going to be trouble. Nobody's going to be asking whether or not do you have papers. They're just going to come in and loot and do whatever, and he might get hurt. So it's better if he does leave before the 30th and maybe possibly come back after a week.
And can you not protect him then?
We can't protect him because there's going to be people who want to loot and they're going to be here with guns. What am I supposed to do? Stand in front of a gun? I'm not going to do that. Nobody's going to do that.
Anti-immigrant protesters say their campaign will intensify after the deadline. It's unclear what that means, but there is fear of violence. This is more than a story about immigration. It's a story about African solidarity and whether that ideal can survive.
They will kill us.
It's about African solidarity and whether that idea can survive. Ain't that funny? There you go, fam. That's what they're always trying to lecture us on, but they don't practice it. Nobody practices it. See, fam, don't allow nobody to punk you or bully you into believing something that doesn't exist. I don't know who the hell they think we are. Foundational Black Americans, we don't have to play your Disneyland game that you want to play. If you feel that you want to play Disneyland, you go do that over there. What solidarity is existing over there in Africa? What solidarity is existing in Jamaica? I just showed you the Jamaicans trying to run out the Haitians. Not to mention the Haitians who are trying to unalive the Jamaicans. Family, you can go tit for tat back and forth. We ain't playing them games. These people are out there going crazy, fam. It gets way worse than that. It gets way worse than that, fam. That ain't even the end of it. Y'all look at this right here. This is what I'm talking about. This is why we over here standing on business. Remember, y'all, we're the only black people in the world that get along with each other. We're the only black people in the world that have solidarity. Watch this.
Nigerians and other nationalities, if you are here illegally, you must leave Ghana. Yes. You must leave Ghana. Ghana is not safe. We will deal with you people in our own ways. Nigerians must go.
That was in Ghana. Talking about the Nigerian. You ain't mentioned this, Godfrey. You ain't mentioned this, Godfrey.
We will deal with you people in our own ways. Nigerians must go. Nigeria.
Fam, what the hell was that? What the hell? Fam, they just did a whole damn military routine. Look at that. We don't fear bloodshed. What? Over immigrant, fam, look how they all jumped up. What the hell was this? Fam, this looks like when you see China and the military be out there marching. Get up! What? Look at that, family. Y'all see what I'm talking about? Yeah, literally, a good point. Literally a diaspora war. Literally. But family. Look at the sign up here. Keep Johannesburg working. That's a sign with a big old Mayo woman. Look at the Mayo woman on the billboard and look at the melanated Africans trying to go fight other melanated Africans. Melanated Africans who migrated to your country. Why in the hell do Pan-Africans always talk about how Black Americans treat immigrants, but they don't talk about how Ghana treats immigrants, Nigeria treats immigrants, South Africa treats immigrants? Don't you dare mention foundational Black Americans and us talking about these immigrants who come over here and want to undercut our policies when y'all out there marching with spears, talking about I don't fear bloodshed while you looking for other melanated people. I'm done dealing with these people who are always trying to dump their dysfunction on the Black folks. Don't worry about FBA. You shouldn't have 1 second in your damn tether mind to worry about what foundational Black Americans are doing with this type of insanity going on. You ain't never seen this in Chicago. You ain't never seen this in Atlanta. You ain't never seen this in New York. You ain't never seen this in California. But you want to run around here and not talk about this, bury your damn head in the sand and talk about what we over here doing. You better get your damn mind right.
I am in Soweto in Johannesburg with some anti-migrant protesters. This is the final day before the unofficial June 30th deadline for undocumented migrants to leave South Africa. And they've been walking around these streets, some of them singing songs celebrating Zulu pride and asking undocumented migrants to leave South Africa. They insist that they're not xenophobic, they're not Afrophobic. They want South African law to be respected. And they feel, some of them told me, that African migrants have taken over South Africa. They're criminals, that they are...
Look how they're pinpointing African migrants, but they're not talking about European colonizers. Notice how the Europeaner isn't being identified with his continent, but they identify Africans with their continent, the same continent in which they come from. Notice how they can pinpoint the African immigrant, but they don't pinpoint the European colonizer. Fam, there's not a W in that crowd. Don't come talking to me about they put us against each other. It's the white man who makes us fight each other. That's you doing that.
Damaging their country, and it's time for them to go back and fix their own countries. The government says these people have a right to march and protest, but not to violence and intimidation. Many African migrants who are seeking to flee South Africa fear for violence, they fear for their lives, even though South Africa has assured them that they will be safe. Several African countries are repatriating their citizens, including Zimbabwe, Uganda, Ghana, Nigeria, and Mozambique.
Look at all them places he just named. Fam, those are all inter-African places. Look at that right there, family. You see what we're talking about? Look at that right there. They're naming all these different Africans. Fam, did he say Afrophobia? Oh, he did. Why? It's because in Africa, there's a term that Pan-Africans don't ever bring up. Tethers don't ever bring up. Afrophobia. We don't say that here in America. You ain't never heard that in America, fam. You ain't never heard foundational Black Americans ever talk about, no, I'm Afrophobic. You ain't never heard foundational Black Americans practice Afrophobia. The average foundational Black American don't know what the hell that means, but they do in Africa. And the big secret that Pan-Africans and Tethers aren't telling you is that Afrophobia is a very prominent term in the continent. Why? It's because being Afrophobic against your fellow African is a very prominent thing on the continent. They don't like each other over there. They can't stand each other over there. They don't look at each other as brothers and sisters. They don't look at each other as friends and allies. They look at each other from state, country, tribe, village, water well, zebra, cheetah, everything except we all Black brother. Did you see any we all Black brother in that video, family? What about the video before that? What about the video before that? What about when they was marching down the street with spears and weapons? Fam, they didn't have those spears for fun. They had those spears for violence. Did you see any we all Black brother? No. So it goes to show you and expose exactly what we say. All that we all Black brother is something that they don't never say when they in Africa. They only use we all Black brother because they know we say brother and sister. We're the only black people on the planet who use the term brother and sister to identify themselves. We're the only people on the planet who use the term brother and sister to identify ourselves. Nobody else does that. You know how many black Americans I know that traveled and they said the first thing that they noticed and it blew their mind is that nobody says brother or sister over there? They will come across a Jamaican or Haitian or an African and be like, what up, brother? They be like, and just walk right by him. Hey, what's up, my brother? Yes, what? Whose brother? You're not my brother, nigga. They only use those terms here. Fam, they got a whole dictionary of terms and words and phrases they only use when they get inside of these borders of the United States of America. And the only reason why they use those terms in the United States of America, because they're trying to hustle foundational black Americans to share our money with them, share our resources with them, share our accomplishments with them. Because deep down inside, they want you to put down that American flag so they can pick it up and be next to that same W that they don't say nothing about why they over there. Notice, family, when they come over here, first thing they say is, you act like the white man. We act like the white man. The foundational black American lineage, heritage, and culture, that every single portion of our history is defined by fighting the system of supremacy. But you are over there and you're literally marching to go against fellow melanated people. But you ain't see not one W in that audience, did you? You ain't see one. There wasn't one W in that audience, but yet they come to us talking that y'all act like the W. What's more acting like the W? You running over there by the thousands, giving deadlines. See, fam, they don't want us to talk about it because at the end of the day, like we said, there's no W's in that audience. Fam, they got whole marches and rallies. That's brought to you by the dark Africans. Don't come over here talking about supremacy. Let me tell you something, fam. The system of supremacy is every person who's a non-foundational black American's dream and goal to be a part of. Foundational black Americans are the only people who fight against the system of supremacy. And foundational black Americans are the only people who reject the system of supremacy. The system of supremacy is everybody else's love affair. They only talk the system of supremacy when they're talking about us. You notice, fam, when we talk about the system of supremacy, we talk about it to everybody. Y'all know when they talk about the system of supremacy, they only talk about it to us. They don't have conversations about supremacy amongst themselves because all of them love it and want to be a part of it. They don't have conversations about bringing down the system of supremacy when they're all gathered together. No, they don't. They only mention supremacy around us, fam. Don't you ever trust somebody that only mentions white supremacy when they're talking to black Americans, because they're only using that against foundational black Americans as camouflage to steal from black Americans. We in here teaching, we in here reaching, and we doing all the preaching. And family, was it the W man who did this right here? Look at these people. These South African women. Whoa. Double up, bring it back. Wait a minute, fam. Hold up. Freeze. While we over here, 24/7 blackout and foundational black American sisters is saying we ain't going in them salons. We ain't going for your hair products. We ain't going for the nails. While our FBA certified sisters is standing on FBA lineage business and not going into Jackie Chan salons, let me show y'all how South African women are breaking into salons from Nigerian women and stealing all the products because the W man told them to do it. Look at the difference between how our sisters are standing on business when it comes to hair products, and look at how the Africans are harming each other over them. Fam, night and damn day. Watch this. And this is sad. South African women cheering as hair salon is stolen from other African women and given to them. Y'all see the difference between us and our FBA 24/7 blackout? And look at all of these melanated Africans turning on each other. Watch. Look at that guy right there walk by. Look at the man. Look at the man, fam. If you can call him that. Look at him. He's enjoying it too. You see? Y'all see why they ain't like us? Look at this, fam. They're enjoying taking, stealing, hijacking from other African people.
South Africans. South Africa for South Africans. Imagine
what?
Imagine match ivulele la ukuthi abantu kade beroja bekhokha kumatopi amanje sebezokhokha direct to i-landlord. So imali kade bekhokha yehlile manje. Yes, sebezokhokha imali ephela. We are just celebrating.
Fam, Chris Brown ain't in that store. Usher's not in there. Hell, Mike Jackson and Prince ain't in there. What the hell are they that excited about, fam? These folks ain't got no unity. These people ain't got no love. These people ain't down for one another. They don't see blackness, fam. Africans don't see blackness the same way W say they don't see color. Same thing, family. These folks don't see no damn color. Only thing they see is tribalism. That is it. That is all. There you go.
You see, anger turning into joy. Yes, very cool. Nami sengithengelwe ne-KFC.
Look at that nonsense on your screen, Black Americans. Y'all see that nonsense on your screen? There you go, fam. That's who they are. That's what they do. That's in their DNA, y'all. That's what we're talking about. So hell yeah, we delineate. Delineate is a powerful thing, fam. And if you notice, delineation has came in different ways. You have delineation, you have regulating, you have the blackout. All three of those are related, fam, but they all got a different style to them. They all got a different pop, okay? That's the type of time we moving on. And they're moving on the same time they've always been on. Mistake, dysfunction. FBA reject all of that, fam. Let me tell you something. I'm going to make this crystal clear. Foundational Black Americans, FBA, we wholeheartedly reject everybody. And I mean, I don't give a damn who you are. I don't give a damn what village you come from, fam. Foundational Black Americans, we wholeheartedly reject the dysfunction from the diaspora. Fam, we're going to have to start calling it the dysfunctional diaspora. That's what they are, fam. They're the dysfunctional diaspora, okay? Because their asses is poor, all right? But that's a whole nother conversation. And you see why, looking at that video, why they're so poor. The dysfunctional diaspora, foundational Black Americans don't want nothing to do with y'all, nothing to part with y'all. Because we see everywhere they go, they've got dysfunction. Everywhere they go, they feud and fight. Fam, we're not going to play no games. We're going to keep it real. Facts are, everywhere they go, they feud and they fight with each other. They have no solidarity with one another. They cannot stand each other, and they want to dump that on us. Fam, let me just be honest with you. What they are, they're that third, fourth cousin that always gets in trouble. Fam, what do we do with our third, fourth cousin that always goes to jail and always got something going? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Hey, what happened to Marcus? He always got some ish going. What Pop told Craig about Smokey? He told Smokey, get the hell out of here. You always got some ish going. FBA, we don't tolerate that, fam. We don't tolerate that, fam. That always got some ish going stuff. We don't do that. That's your stuff. We gonna get your ass up out the paint real quick. This is what they are, fam. They're the ones who want to come and disrupt the peace. FBA, we got a term, foundational Black Americans, and it ain't that right there. Look at all that, right? Look at all that nonsense. Look at all that, fam. This guy right here always be talking about Africans, and he over there now having to admit defeat, because that's what we be doing, family. Y'all know what we say, fam. FBA, we got a term, it's called get your ish together. Get your ish together. I'm going to root for you. I'm going to ride for you. If you're wrong, I'm going to tell you you're wrong too, okay? I'm going to stick up for you, but get your ish together. See, we combat all of that, and we keep everybody focusing on track over here, foundational Black Americans. They don't have a code, y'all. There's no code for these people. Their code is all of that off-coded behavior. We ain't got none of that, family. We tell people, hey, man, listen now. If your ass goes to jail 2, 3, 4 times, I'm going to rock with you a couple times now. But I'm going to tell you now, your ass, what you do, you have to knock that stuff off. Get it together. All right, I will. And this is why we always correct, fam. We have corrective measures. You keep getting in trouble, I'm going to talk to you. You got a couple mistakes going, I'm going to talk to you. They don't do that. Who talks to them, fam? If somebody did try to talk to them, they go and hit your ass with a damn spear. They ain't trying to hear none of that, fam. This is what we always do, okay? This is why we had youth centers. This is why we built the community. This is why we do all the things we do. They don't got that type of time, y'all. Their type of energy is just 100% aggression. That's what they always do. And speaking of 100% aggression and talking about people who deserve and need to get blacked out, fam, that's the homeland right there. That's the homeland right there, family. If you want to, rob and steal from each other, do everything wrong, but ain't nothing right. There's no code over there. Nobody tells each other how they need to stand up together. Nobody tells one another that, hey, we need to be on the same side. Nobody comes around and says, hey, man, we need to have a conversation. When your homeland's looking like that, let me say this, fam. When your homeland looks like that right there and you're not doing anything about it, I can't talk to you as a foundational Black American. I can't, because you ain't got your priorities together. And speaking of priorities together, family, let me tell you even a step further on something that foundational Black Americans gonna chop it up about. Fam, as certified foundational Black Americans, when people challenge us, when they disrespect us, when they say things like, oh yeah, we don't give a damn, y'all can go do what y'all want to do. Okay, well, when we go do things that we want to do, your community ends up looking just like that right there, don't it? Yeah, it does. Your community doesn't serve too good when you disrespect FBA. I want y'all to notice one thing. What's pissing everybody off is that this wealth transfer is about money. This wealth transfer is about certified business. This wealth transfer has these people now on the outside looking in at our people. This is why everybody's in shambles, and this is why everybody's so broken. They're not used to foundational Black Americans harming them damn pocketbooks, but it's happening full speed. Y'all look at this right here, y'all. This is what I mean. Everybody out there saying that we weren't gonna stand on business, shit. Watch this.
Oh my God, it is nobody in this store on a Friday evening. Oh my God, I'm literally the only person in here. I am the only person in. Oh, there's somebody. One person. Oh my gosh.
Look empty to me. Look empty to me. Don't listen to all these people out there, fam, them naysayers, trying to make it look like we ain't putting in work, trying to make it look like we ain't getting it done, trying to make it look like we ain't number one, fam. When we put our mind to it, we do it, y'all. I am so proud of my foundational Black American brothers and sisters because we are blacking them all out, every last one of them. And that's going on all across the country, fam. I see my brothers and sisters right here in Georgia. Oh, it's a wrap. Family, I was talking to some of my close friends, and these are some real street people, and they know about the blackout. And they were telling me that they mamas and mamas know about the blackout. I'm talking about mamas, grandmamas, great-grandmamas. And they said that they're not spending their money with Jackie Chan and Lucy Liu. And then, you know, a Southern Georgia woman going to put a few extras on it. And let me just say, fam, it sounded so damn good. Because when foundational Black American Southern grandmas are standing on business, and foundational Black American Southern grandpas are standing on business, fam, and the whole community standing on business, that means it goes all the way down to the young folks. And I even heard young folks, and they were talking about boycott and wealth transfer and blackout. This blackout movement is real, and it is the most strongest wave in the United States of America. The blackout is the reason why Joyless Reid is saying she ain't gonna vote for the Democrats. The blackout is the reason why Roland Martin is talking about voting couch. The blackout is the reason why Haitians are going back home and they still crying about foundational Black Americans. The blackout is the reason why Jackie Chan and Lucy Liu's stores and aisles are empty and they sitting outside with mustard fried rice because they can't afford chicken fried rice. Don't give a damn. FBA don't give a F. Watch this right here, fam, as we go even further. The last step of all of that is, fam, is when they start feuding and fighting with each other. But let me tell you even better. They also are making excuses why their businesses are going out. Yes, fam, let me tell you a little trend that nobody wants to speak about, but we going to speak about it because we speak about it the realest way. Asians now are coming out and they're saying that their whole industries are going under. They're really trying to make excuses about it, but we know the real truth about it. The truth is that your number one economic base has withdrawn. When your number one economic base withdraws from what you've been trying to do, it's over. Remember this, y'all. We got the money. And if you got the money, you got the power. And if you got the power, you got the respect. And you better respect it because you can't check it. You want to play games with your number one economic base because you thought your number one economic base was the people that the Democrats told you would do any damn thing that they told us to do. It's a whole different generation and a whole new breed. The regulators done entered the chat and they wasn't ready for that. Look at this right here, fam. They're explaining why they are about to all go out of business. It ain't because their community, it's our community.
So a ticking time bomb that I feel like not a lot of people know about is the fact that most of your favorite local Chinese restaurants that are being owned by like Chinese immigrants are probably not going to be around within the next 10 to 15 years. And this is because, for context, my parents own a Chinese restaurant and basically all of our friends and family in our like community also own their own Chinese restaurants. So, you know, what I know is happening is that a lot of these people who came to America, you know, a couple decades ago, opened up their Chinese restaurants. They're getting to the age now where they are trying to figure out how to retire and how to essentially like what to do with the business. And so one of the options obviously is to sell it to someone else who wants to continue operating the restaurant, you know, as it currently is. And basically from what my parents have told me, the prices that these businesses like these Chinese restaurants are going for on these like Chinese communities forums where people are like listing the restaurants, these restaurants are being sold for dirt cheap because you are not getting the same influx of people coming into the US as like first-gen immigrants.
No, you ain't getting the same influx of foundational Black Americans who are patronizing you. Oh, you're Lucy Liu lying. Fam, is she Lucy Liu lying? Is she, fam? You're Lucy Liu lying. It ain't making no damn sense because you're not getting the same influx of people who came here. Then how come they're the number one new immigrants that came to America? Black Alpha know the facts. I got the evidence. I got the receipts. Chinese people were the fastest growing population of illegal immigrants who were coming here to the United States of America. Y'all know I done showed the footage where they're all lined up at the border. Where you from? China. Where you from? China. Where you from? China. Are you saying that there's not an influx of Chinese immigrants coming here? Yes, there are. So everything you're saying right now about there's not a big influx of them is all cap. That's a Lucy Liu lie. What it really is that just like every business, if you go out of business, you don't have a big influx of customers. Salute yourself, Black Americans.
No, as it currently is. And basically from what my parents have told me, the prices that these businesses like these Chinese restaurants are going for on these like Chinese communities forums where people are like listing their restaurants, these restaurants are being sold for dirt cheap because you are not getting the same influx of people coming into the US as like first-gen immigrants who wants to own and operate Chinese restaurants. This is an incredibly labor-intensive line of work, and these owners, like you could say, oh, like why don't they just pass it down to their kids? Most of the Chinese people that I know whose family own restaurants, their kids, you know, my friends whose parents own restaurants, it was not even a question whether or not they wanted to like take on the family business, right? Like the people who own and operate these restaurants know how extremely labor intensive and difficult it is to do this line of work. And that's because so much of the labor that goes into making and preparing your food is done by hand. It is not automated. Like we, at least in my family's restaurant, we make every single dumpling by hand.
Every business who does that does the same thing. What's any different about you? What's in it, fam? Why is she trying to make it look like it's exclusive to her family? She's trying to make it look like it's exclusive. It's been done that way for years. Try again. What's your excuse now? What it really is that we ain't buying nothing from you, and you're making excuses on why your asses ain't got no money in your pockets. Remember, the Jackie Chan earlier, he said that he was going out of business because he couldn't get no business from Black Americans. So she's telling a different story than him, because he was scared and she's Lucy Lou lying.
And like the filling that goes into these dumplings, we make that by hand too. Like my parents literally like grind up the pork, they hand chop the scallions, like hand measure all of like the sauces and everything. Like it is so labor intensive to own and operate a Chinese restaurant. So a ticking time.
And you've been doing it for years. Family, what's the common denominator, Black Americans? Family, what's the main ingredient? No pun intended. Foundational Black Americans. That's what it is. They went from no duck sauce, no soy sauce, but FBA, we the secret sauce. You see what I'm talking about? Family, notice they never had these problems before. You mean to tell me that there's this problem of an influx in third and fourth generation, and the labor so hard, and you make it all by hand, and these Asian businesses are having all of this inner turmoil? Never had it before since you came here. You ain't have this in the 1980s, the 1990s, the early 2000s, but you got it all now. Soon as foundational Black Americans black you out, boycott, wealth transfer. You ain't had none of these problems for the last 30, 40 years, but you done had it all for the last 3 to 4 weeks. I'm going to take the 3 to 4 weeks, and the 3 to 4 weeks means you're going to be out of business forever. That's an FBA blackout, and they crashing out. That's exactly the type of time we on, family, because we run it all. We run everything. Everything that go on in this country is because of this right here. This lineage, heritage, and culture, y'all, that go through your veins, my veins, all of our veins, is the reason why they ain't got no money. You said it's because of the influx. The other guy from your community, he said it's because of us. You said that it's because y'all got a problem with your next generation. The other guy said his mama said that it's because of us. So when you see one person saying this and the other person saying that, the answer is always in the middle. And isn't foundational Black Americans in the middle? We in the middle of everything, fam. That's called the foundation. Look at this right here. Y'all see your screen that I'm about to show y'all. And when these people start having they feuding and fighting in their battles, that is only one answer to leave you with, fam. That is because foundational Black Americans, we did it to them. Look at this, y'all. It feel good to be the foundation. Look at this.
Businesses.
When they get mad and they start fighting with each other, fam, that's because of us.
That you are partially responsible. Because, hey, look, an agent said it was okay. Like, since when are we the boot? Us, Asians, in this country, the boot. Does this woman who made the chicken wings, does she need a wake-up call?
We're calling all of the Asian takeout places, replacing a big-ass, fat-ass.
Now, I don't want to be a hypocrite and generalize the Black community. I know these cases are outliers, and most Black people want this boycott so that they can circulate their money back into their own community, as they should. And I'm seeing stuff like this on my FYP too. Yes, it's more the Black community's responsibility to address these people than it is ours. But my point is, you are not helping. This guy is a complete dunce and does not speak for me, yet I honestly feel like you validate his existence. You give his words power. You guys have similar energy, actually.
Please do. So what?
I'm really wondering where you're coming from deep down. Do you really think that we are so much more capable than Black people of taking economic hits, that you can just throw all Asian businesses under the bus like this? So I don't know where you grew up, but I grew up in New York, and a lot of Asians in New York do not grow up financially privileged, whether they're East Asian, South Asian, Southeast Asian. Do you think those people are anti-Black and need to wake up? I honestly feel like they don't have the time to be anti-anybody. I think we all have a place here, more or less. But this time I cannot sit idly by while you get on here and minimize our life experiences and our people. Anti-Blackness does exist within our community. It's good that—
Damn, fam. Is he saying the same exact thing about his fellow Lucy Lou that the guy earlier was saying about Joyless Reid? Didn't I say these folks is fighting each other? Didn't I say these people are feuding and fighting amongst themselves? Family, your boycott got them beefing, all right? This boycott got these people out here beefing in these streets. They mad as hell at each other, and that's all because foundational Black Americans did that. Continue. Tell me more why you don't like Lucy Liu. Jackie, Yao Ming, tell me why you don't like Chang Young.
That you call it out. But if you continue to talk without nuance and with such anger, all you're going to do is set yourself up as quote unquote one of the good ones, which is such a divisive, harmful, and unnecessary thing to be. I hope you understand that.
Asian businesses.
Damn, fam, there you go. Lucy Liu, Jackie Chan, Chow Ming, Chow Young, Bruce Lee. But both of them got to leave. You see how they mad at each other, y'all? Look how they mad at each other. Y'all see what goes on, fam? So let me get this straight. One person tells that story, one person tells that story. And then they start feuding and fighting over it. Chow Ming, Chow Young. Bruce Lee. You see Lucy Liu, Chow Ming, Chow Young, Chow Fu. All of them have a problem with each other. And the problem that they have is that the pocketbooks are down bad. Fam, when the pockets is down bad, things turn real down bad. And when I say things turn real down bad, and I say that them doors is getting closed, like we already know, fam, it can't get any worse. And the reason why it can't get any worse is because FBA put ourselves first. Remember that, y'all. When you put yourself first, everything for them gets worse. Them doors are closed, and they don't have no other option other than to turn and point at each other. Turn and point at one another. And as they do that, foundational Black Americans, we sitting over here and we living extra good. That's the beauty of being foundationals, y'all. That's the beauty of it. Let me show y'all exactly what I mean when I say we living extra good, because they know, the whole world knows, actually. The world knows that FBA right now is on a roll and we're exercising our power. Everybody can feel it, y'all. The same thing that you can feel, they can feel, because it's all real. The same exact thing that you feel in your energy and your soul, fam, that you know for certain that foundational Black Americans got this thing cooking, they feel the same thing. Only difference is they don't want to admit it and they don't want to say it out loud, but we gonna say it. And fam, when I tell y'all there's some strange people in the world and there's some weird instances in the world, I mean, if you thought that was bad enough, fam, it gets worse than that even. And I know you're probably like, how in the hell does it get worse than that? How in the hell, Black Alpha? There's no possible way. Yes, it is possible. Fam, what the hell is this tether right here talking about? Fam, you done seen some strange things go on in your life, but this is why we, FBA, and I'm going to say this for all the tethers listening, we reject your deposit. Keep your Skittles tethers bags away from us. Watch this.
As a Jamaican, you cannot compare Jamaican food with Haitian food. You cannot compare. I'm having Haitian food.
What?
The spaghetti. Oh my goodness. Jamaican food does not give you this experience. Jamaican.
I think you like more than Jamaican food, homie. You may call it food. We call it a pipe. Yeah, fam. Remember that big old Nigerian dude that's always dancing? They do this over there too. We don't want your diaspora dysfunction. Like they said in the chat, not my people. Oh, it gets worse, fam. Oh, this is a PONK tether.
Jamaican food you would eat, you know. Okay, it's good. All right. Haitian food is an experience.
What?
You make love to the food. You make love to the food. You make love to the food. You make some food. Can never do this. I feel like if I say, I may get in trouble. But Haiti has the best food in the Caribbean. Beat me. Beat me.
Get the hell out of here, Tether, man. This is who the Democrats say is the same as us, fam. This is who the Democrats say are the same as foundational Black Americans. Hell to the no. If you don't get the hell up out of here, they beefing over food. They zesty over food. It's a zesty ass tether. And y'all know what happens to a zesty tether. Absolutely, fam. The zesty punk tether version. So think about that, fam. They feud and fight back in their homeland. They can't get along with each other in their homeland. They come over here and they want to get next to the mayo man. And this dude is over there having a damn zesty fest about Haitian and Jamaican food. That's the same thing that big buck Nigerian dancing dude does, doesn't he? Y'all know the Nigerian dude who comes over here and he eats all the damn food and he does all those dances. Y'all see the way they do tap dancing and buck dancing when it comes to food? You never see an FBA doing that. That's only them. So that is reason number 9,952 why they not like us and they never will be. And family, when we say people ain't like us and they never will be, in certified foundational Black Americans, we stand on it. Yeah, boy, that was the damn, the tether completely took over. That right there is them. That's who the Democrats say all need to vote. That's the we all Black brother. No, you all zesty and get the hell up out of here. That's what we tell these people every time we see them. You're not like us. Big difference. And family, the differences make themselves. We don't make the differences, they do. See, fam, foundational Black Americans, we get up and just do us. They're the ones who always try to attach to us. They're the ones who always want to cling to us. They're the ones who are always out there tap dancing and bootlicking whenever the dominant society pull up. Foundational Black Americans, we got a whole different vibe and a whole different energy, and we on a whole different frequency, okay? And by the way, fam, you notice that damn tether? We're going to call him the zest tether. You notice the zest tether right there? The way he was acting about that food is the way their asses be acting about Joe Biden. Yeah, he didn't see no damn food on that plate. He seen Joe Biden on that damn plate. Yep. He seen goddamn Megyn Kelly on that plate. Yep. He seen goddamn Kamala Harris was on that plate. That's what he seen, fam. He seen everything other than what was on that plate because they can't fix their own plate. And if you can't fix your own plate, you better get the hell out of my home state because FBA, we're not feeding these people. We pulling the plug out the wall. Get it on your own. Hold your own nuts. We know you love a crack jar of Miracle Whip and you'll take the crack jar of mayo, okay? But you can go back to your homeland and get cracked across the head with a bamboo stick from your favorite colonizer. FBA, we on a different type of frequency. And family, the frequency we're on right now is we've been watching a lot of things go on and we've been calling things out. And I want to make an announcement, y'all, and I got to make this crystal clear. And I know y'all going to be down with me because I know my certifieds because I can feel the vibe. Due to respect for COONing, I'm going to go ahead and fall back from some of these cases with these people who get unalived, especially when these people get unalived and their parents are non-foundational Black American because their parents don't really want to solve these problems. Let's talk about the Noah Wells situation, fam. And the $1 million question becomes, how come his mother is not having her other half of her community speak up? His mother is an Asian/Black person, a mixed person. Well, how come the Asian community hasn't said nothing about Noah Wells? How come, fam? $1 million question. Notice, y'all, they don't have no Jackie Chan's coming out. No Lucy Lou's are coming out. Nobody's saying nothing from their family. Nobody said a word. Nobody said a peep. The only thing you see is foundational Black Americans out here. You know why? It's because they don't take this stuff serious. They see this stuff as all just one big game. You don't see her family's other side talking. You don't see none of that. again, Black Americans are doing the heavy lifting. Black Americans is out here shining. They always want to come to our community and have foundational Black Americans put in all the work, but they don't never put in any work themselves. And then the question becomes, when the family says things like they don't see color, then I don't see why you got to have all of our energy. Much love and respect to brothers and sisters out there who fall victim to the system of supremacy. But remember, the grassroots can go only as far as your family. When your family comes out and says things like we don't see color, when your family comes out and says all lives matter, when your family come out and got Ben Crump over their shoulder saying, hey, be quiet, tell them to go home, tell them to be peaceful, tell them to go pray, then we got to fall back. And a lot of brothers and sisters done had enough of it. Watch this.
Do you think race might be a factor?
Like my wife said, I don't want to believe that, but it's so many things have happened, and so many things have been swept under the rug. Like I said, Nolan didn't see color. He saw people for who they are, and I used to always tell him, so you need to go out there close, because everyone is not going to reciprocate the same love that you give. I just want transparency. I just want to know what happened to my son.
Christine, why does that make you so emotional?
Because he just had a big heart. Like, to really know Nolan, to have him as your friend it was something special. People aren't like him.
Nolan Wells' dad said that his son didn't see color. And that's the ugly truth behind all the shit that happens. We need to start seeing color. They see color. And it's not all of them, but it's majority of them. And the ugly truth behind this shit is that you don't know who does see color. You don't know. Are we going to take this as a lesson? Or are y'all still going to be cool with that nigga that you knew when y'all was motherfucking, since y'all was 15 and you're 27 and he's never said anything in front of your face? Something else I wanted to say about the Nolan Wells case, because we've been coming on the internet since this happened, and we've been saying, listen, y'all need to start having the hard conversations with your kids, especially if you live in a predominantly white neighborhood, if your kids go to a predominantly white school, if they work at a predominantly white job, we need to start having these hard, tough conversations. But my question is, who had the tough conversation with you? Do you even realize that you need to have these conversations, or are you so lost in the sauce that you just think that, everything's all good and you don't have to worry about anything and you're equal to these people because you have money? I'm confused, because why is Nolan Wells' father going on TV and saying that he doesn't know if this is a racial issue? They asked him if he thought that this was a racial issue, and he said he didn't know. Then he said right after that they didn't raise Nolan to see color. What do you mean? That's something that a white person would say. Oh, I don't see color. Everyone looks the same. No, that's a cop-out by saying that. That's just saying that you don't want to get involved with race issues. We're not the same. You have privilege. There's things you can do that I can't do. We already know that. And if you're going to be my friend, you need to acknowledge that. And that's how I know that he meant what he said. And it wasn't just he was being coached to say that, because look at how these parents are and these white kids are treating them like they don't even fucking matter. And that's because they've given them permission. You are a dark-skinned chocolate black man with a black son and a black and Asian wife living in Mississippi. And you mean to tell me you raised your son not to see color? Come on, man.
Family, did we confirm that the wife is all family? Let me ask you a question. Did we confirm that the wife is all Filipino or half black? Fam? The wife low-key look full Filipino to me. I'm just saying, I don't know, fam. I don't know, because people said that they was kind of looking in the background. The father almost low-key sounds like he might be a tether. I don't know yet. Fam. This may be, we got to wait till the facts come out. I'm just saying, fam. I'm just keeping it all the way real.
Again, the Wells family are victims, and we're not pulling support. We're not doing none of that. But it's important to have these conversations in the midst of this, because it shows us how you guys are letting these people play in your face. Another thing, how does one retain Ben Crump, who is a civil rights lawyer and activist, who has just recently done the Carmelo Anthony case, and then, of course, George Floyd? How does one retain Ben Crump, Colin Kaepernick, and Tyler Perry and not believe that it's a race issue? These are civil rights activists. So again, my whole point was, yes, we need to be having the hard conversations with our kids, but who's going to have hard conversations with y'all?
Say about the Nolan Wells case.
Man, family, oh, it done got hot in the damn kitchen. It done got hot in the kitchen. Because I was looking through social media and I seen a couple videos, and I'm going to pull up one. I'm going to find it and I'm going to pull it up for you guys. I seen a couple of them, and a lot of people was questioning the father's ethnicity. A lot of people were saying they don't know what he is. I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just telling you what the streets are saying, okay? And then a lot of people looking at the mother and saying, is she half black and half Filipino, or is she like predominantly Filipino, a little bit of black, or all Filipino and no black? You got to be cautious because it means everything. They may say they don't see color, but there you go. But fam, y'all, want y'all to see the parallels in the same thing that goes on again. Look at Carmelo Anthony's father, who I believe is Haitian, and then look at this guy's father. And then compare that to Rodney Hinton Jr. up in Cincinnati. Look at the father's faces, fam. Rodney Hinton Jr. standing on business about his kids. I don't see color. I don't see color. See, fam, like I said, out of all due respect to families tap dancing, I have to fall back in certain cases based on what the family does. I believe all foundational Black Americans, we're in the wait-see process. We want to see what the family's saying before we jump out there on the ledge. How many times, fam, and we had to learn this the hard way, how many times did Black Americans immediately see an unjust situation, run to the defense just to see the family throw us under the bus? I was sitting right here a year ago talking about Carmelo Anthony's family, and I said I didn't like the way that the family was moving. Fast forward a year later, and what the family ended up doing. I heard they weren't even there at the sentencing. They ran to the damn Boulay. They ran to the Dominique Alexander. That Dominique Alexander guy that me and my sister Natural were exposing, Dominique Alexander is Haitian. What is Carmelo Anthony's father? I believe he's a Haitian. You got people on the internet who sent me photos of Carmelo Anthony's uncle with the Haitian flag in his bio. So they're about as confirmed Haitian on the father's side as I possibly can imagine. And news has came out that Dominique Alexander is the guy who went and found that lawyer, which I said a year ago. Go back and check the old replays, family. So there was a Haitian connection there. The father's Haitian. That's why he went and got Dominique Alexander. Why'd you go get Dominique Alexander? He's a nobody. Dominique Alexander was a nobody. He's one of them Black Lives Matter dudes. I've seen Dominique Alexander. Think about it. Alexander, Haiti. I've seen his sister. His sister looks like Wyclef, okay? His sister looks straight up 1804. That dude's a full Haitian, and I believe Carmelo Anthony's father was a Haitian, so therefore he ran and had a Haitian connection, and that Haitian connection got Carmelo behind bars right now. And he said the same thing. Remember? Just rewind, fam, 3 weeks ago. Carmelo Anthony's father, he said, I felt comfortable with the all-male jury. How many fathers or mothers in here in the chat right now would have felt comfortable with an all-male jury? How many of y'all would have felt comfortable that way? I know y'all wouldn't have. Neither have I. Neither would anybody. But he said that. It's the same energy this father's got right now. Notice, fam, there's going to be a POC somewhere in there, okay? Either it's going to be the mama who's POC, the daddy who's POC. There's going to be some POC in the house. And this is why as foundational Black Americans, we got to low-key kind of play our cards right, because these situations we always go hard for. Remember, y'all, the thing about FBA has always been our morality and our ethics. We've put ourselves on the line so many times for people who don't have the same energy for us, okay? And that always ends up harming us. And since now in this era of the regulators, we moving a little different. I got to see what the family talking about. I got to see. And then when Benjamin Crump shows up, and I've literally seen him standing over people's shoulder at a press conference, whispering, tell him to calm down. Calm down. Tell him to go home. Go home. Tell him to start praying. Go pray. Fam, these families don't represent the sentiments of the grassroots. And the same exact thing go for everybody. If you do not represent the sentiments of the grassroots, man, woman, child, big, small, or tall, it don't matter. We moving on. And we're not going to put ourselves on the line for these families who really want to go get a couple dollars from Benjamin Crump and then move on to the next one. Think about this, fam. Every time a foundational Black American is unalived, what does the grassroots say? We always say, we want to stop this from happening again. We want to stop the next one. We don't want it to happen to somebody else's child. We don't want this to happen to somebody else's husband or wife. Y'all notice these families never talk about stopping it again? You notice these families only talk about that particular situation and then they just keep it moving? We got this thing about stopping the system of supremacy and the unjust unaliving of Black bodies. We're always talking about we don't want to see Mike Brown after Trayvon. We didn't want to see Jordan Davis. We didn't want to see Freddie Gray or Sandra Bland or Kareem Gaines. We don't want to see Rakia Boyd Brown and Taylor. We're always thinking about never again. We don't want it to happen. These families don't ever talk like that. Hell, the family sometimes have even begrudged us. They've even almost told us we messing up the bag. Because you got to understand, fam, when you're getting these settlement checks, a part of their deal is to make the foundational Black American grassroots in these local cities calm down and be more subdued. They're not going to give you no money if we out there tearing the block up. It's just not going to happen. So Ben Crump comes in. He says, what you do is to tell them to go home and stop playing. And then folks say, okay, damn, go out there and start praying and leave everybody alone. That's how this stuff usually turns out. So when I seen this situation, after seeing the Carmelo Anthony situation, I was like, hell to the no. Hell to no. And then, fam, a little news that came back on the Carmelo Anthony situation, which a lot of people have seen, is that Charleston White, who's an op, Charleston White, he said that Dominique Alexander picked that lawyer. And Carmelo Anthony's father said the lawyer was trying to set up Carmelo Anthony. Straight up. Charleston White, an op, said that Dominique Alexander, an op, had chose the lawyer who's an op, and Carmelo Anthony's father had admitted to all of this. So basically, FBA was correct again. There was a tether, an op, and a mop connection. And then you sprinkle in a male lawyer, boom, there you go. So this is why we observe these situations and we play to the side. And family, let me show y'all this. Y'all ready for this one? FBA family, y'all look at what I'm about to show y'all, and you tell me right now, is this completely is this completely a failure? Is this completely a bum? Y'all, did y'all see Benjamin Crump during that damn interview fall asleep? Yeah. Benjamin Crump falls asleep while the family's talking. Look at this right here. When I say sleep, this man was sleeping. Watch.
Going to investigate every aspect of why Nolan Wells is not with us today. We know that he was with his friends. And they went out on Horn Island, as Charles said. He was the only Black teenager that was there. And, you know, all of them came back safely on the boat with his cell phone, Harvey. But Nolan's body was found washed up on the shore on Monday morning.
On you, especially too, you know, he was a student athlete, so he wasn't just, you know, doing one thing. He was having to manage both.
Y'all look at this man. This man fell asleep. He done ran that same con game over and over and over. He done ran that same hustle over and over and over to the point where he dozed off and fell asleep. Hell no.
Sure, on Monday morning.
On you, especially too, you know, he was a student athlete, so he wasn't just, you know, doing one thing. He was having to manage both.
So,
on you, especially too, you know, he was a student athlete, so he wasn't just, you know, doing.
Fam, look at this dude. Hell no. It's a wrap, fam. No. Don't ever go get this man to help your people. That man was gone, wasn't he? That man was split. Hey, let me tell you something. Benjamin Crump is not there right now. I don't know where he's at, but that man ain't nowhere near that case. I don't even think he's in 2026. He's in dreamland. This man is in full dreamland, y'all. He is nowhere available, nowhere to be found, out of commission, gone, sitting sideways. But look, that's who they went to go get. And if that ain't it, fam, there was another case where this man done ate a snack.
Everything that people have been so kind and given to us, you can take that all if you give us our baby back. Like, I don't care. Our goal, again, is we just want a thorough, honest, transparent.
Why he trying to make it look like he ain't got some damn Doritos? This man got some damn Pringles in his mouth. This man doing everything except advocate. Quit trying to act. I don't know what's worse. The fact that he's having a snack or he trying to make it look like he ain't doing it. Yeah, your ambulance chaser is coming out. That man over there got a whole mouthful of damn Doritos. He like, that's messed up now. Camera B. Hell no.
Our baby back. Like, I don't care. Our goal, again, is we just want a thorough, honest, transparent, investigation. And I don't think that is asking for much.
Mm-hmm. Christine, Christine, did you also grow up in Mississippi or in the South? It sounds like you did because you talked about
I did. I actually moved here when I was younger. So I'm half Filipino, which is another whole discourse that's going on. Yes, I'm half Filipino, but again, when you look at someone, you are viewing phenotypes. And if you don't know what that means, people, that is the characteristics, like physical characteristics.
Fam, is this man eating? Fam, and when he's shaking his head, unprofessional. This is the man that they said is Black America's Attorney General. This man right here, y'all. This is the man that they said is Black America's Attorney General. No. Hell no. No, got Trayvon Martin and George Floyd in the background. Yeah, I see him. Yeah, I see him in the background. Look at this dude. Fam, this right here is the guy who's been running around trying to milk every foundational Black American unaliving. He's literally eating chips or whatever the hell. I don't know what he eat, to be honest with you. And don't want to know. But you see what I'm talking about? You see what we saying, family? And he kept going.
Characteristics of a person. And so when you look at me, I'm a Black woman. If you ask me, I'm a Black woman. I am. But yes, I've been here since I was young. And just learning the history, knowing the history. My grandmother, my family actually on my dad's side is from here. She had a white father and, her mother was mixed. So getting these teachings and
he's dozing off. He's falling asleep again. Fam, he done chewed himself to sleep. This man done chewed himself to sleep. Look at this is pathetic. Fam, I done seen it all. Black Americans. Oh, it's a wrap now. This man done crashed all the way out. He done fell asleep in the seat while he's trying to have something to eat. No, that is it. I thought the last one was bad. This one is even way worse. He just sitting there this man is on autopilot, fam. This man is on autopilot. Not like us.
She grew up around that time of segregation. So getting these teachings, she would always tell us like, hey, this, and this. And so that just really stuck with me because I knew when I got to a point where I was blessed with children, I would need to tell them about these things. They would need to be.
Damn, family. Whoa. I done seen it all in these streets of the United States of America. The man done chewed himself to sleep. He done woke back up at the last minute. Look at that. Look at him, fam. This man done chewed himself to sleep. Nah, grassroots, stay the hell away from this man.
He had a white father and, her mother.
You know what they're thinking? Boy, these damn sugar smacks so is good. They show you good now. He over there goddamn snoring. He woke back up. He done woke himself up chewing, family. He done woke himself up chewing. He like, boy, they goddamn good now. Boy, that pork rind. That damn pork rind so fine and divine. It'll blow your mind. What the hell is this?
Was mixed. So getting these teachings, and she grew up around that time of segregation. So getting these teachings, he
gone right now. That man, let me tell you something. He gone. Somebody said he's in a Joe Law coma. Damn, that man ain't there. Yeah, he looking like Joe Biden. That man over there looking like Joe Biden. Yeah, he got some ginger snaps. Matter of fact, hold on. Hell, let me ask y'all. What do y'all think he's eating right now? Let me ask the family. Y'all some pretty creative foundational Black Americans. FBA roast. Fam, what y'all think he in there eating right now? Ginger snaps, fam? Is that what he eating? Is that what he eating, fam? He got some coma biscuits. Whatever it is to put him to sleep, fam. Whatever it is, he got some dementia donuts. Is that what he is, fam? Oh, he got some mouth mushrooms. I need to know what y'all feel this man is eating. A foo-foo coma? Shrimp fried rice? Is that what he got? He got pork rinds, bush meat biscuits. Damn. He got some somebody said some Teddy Grahams. You cold for that one. He got some wheat bread. I can't even say that one. That's funny though, with the giraffe in it. You know what I'm talking about. Damn. He got a ham sandwich. He got some squirrel, dry jollof. He got some pig feet. All the hog maws. All the pig feet. Look at this. Catfish. He got some catfish nuggets. That's what it is. Catfish nugget. Natural, I seen what you put in the chat. I seen you. You cold for that one, but I agree. He may have some in you know what. It got a T and an S on it. Y'all put it in line. Damn. This man over here, he got some goddamn gummy bears, some goldfish. Somebody said some Scooby snacks. Damn. Damn. Hell no. He got some head hog sauce. Some hog head sauce. Damn. Pork rinds, boiled peanuts, Hina hair hogs. Damn. Whatever it is, he loving it.
Would always tell us like, you know, hey, this, and this. And so that just really stuck with me because I knew when I got to a point where I was blessed with children, I would need to tell them about these things. They would need to be.
Damn. There you go, family. That is Benjamin Trump. The one they say is Black America's Attorney General. And his ass done had a whole damn interview with his eyes closed. And he did it on accident. Sad day. Sad day. That's what they be doing, fam. So no, fam. We watching everybody. We got our eye on everybody. We see these weak, defeated folks. We see these ambulance chasers. These, I done chewed myself to sleep. Them, no respect in these streets. Them, I want to be Johnny Cochran, but you ain't. And we reject all of that. And we also push that to the side, fam. FBA go ride, fam. And when I say FBA gonna ride, fam, we doing it in all aspects. Y'all still lighting them up. Damn, somebody said he had some Vienna sausages up in there. No, he probably has the Vienna sausages at home in his bedroom. Moving on, family. And when I say that the blackout is 24/7, 365, and we got everybody on lockdown, fam, I mean that stuff. We got them on lockdown. To the point, do y'all know that they're sending people into our stores to price check us? Because they understand that this is a wealth transfer, and the wealth transfer is bigger than a boycott and bigger than just a blackout. It's something even more enormous that's shutting everybody down. Fam, they're sending in some of these, as our sister Natural says, Miguel's and Pedro's and Ramirez's. And these Miguel's and Pedro's and Ramirez's, they're coming into Black stores. Fam, let me tell you something. All the energy and all the focus is now on Black-owned businesses, okay? We took the blackout and the boycott, turned it into a wealth transfer. The money staying here. We're circulating that dollar bill in our community. They had no problem when they were circulating the dollar in their community by taking our money and then putting it off into their own households. But fam, we don't flip the game upside down, threw a wrench in it. Double up, brought it all the way back, tenfold. Now what you're seeing is that these individuals are watching foundational Black Americans to the point where they're coming in our stores. Damn right the blackout is winning. Damn right FBA got them worked. Damn right FBA got them all shook up. Why do we got them shook? It's because they wouldn't be coming in our stores if we did it. Look at this right here, family. They are literally watching us.
All right, y'all. So today at the head district, we got paid a little visit from this cat right here. He told me his name was Mike, and he was the owner of Beauty Palace in the East on Diamond Road. So I thought that was a little funny because we way on the west side and we deep off in Marrero, and he supposedly came here for one bottle of Camille Rose. But I was in the back, and the girl started paging me saying that we had somebody here walking up and down each aisle on FaceTime talking about all our prices. I said, on FaceTime, you show? So yeah, show as shit stank. The boy was walking around here on FaceTime showing all our prices and stuff like that. So, of course, I come out the back, I approach him, and I ask him if he need help with anything. Immediately, he jumps into, hey, did the vendors in this area open these accounts for you, or are you getting this shipped from your friends that you know? I'm like, what does that got to do with you? Like, why are you worried about that? I want to know, did they open for you? Well, that ain't none of your business, bro. That ain't none of your business. So I politely asked Mr. Mike, hey, bro, come up out of my stuff, get up out of my stove, walked him out the door. So if y'all do me a favor and tell Mr. Mike, leave our vendors alone in this area and leave us alone, Mr. Mike. It was already hard enough as it is to get these vendors and get these accounts open. Y'all wonder why it ain't got no Black-owned hair stores out here, man. All right, y'all. So today at the head district, we got paid a little.
Look at that right there, family. Look at that right there. Y'all see what we talking about? Y'all see the difference between us and them? Oh, as I always say, fam, you tell me who won. I see them, they run. They coming up in our spot. Fam, if you ever needed any evidence, if you ever needed a receipt, that right there is the biggest receipt you got. And we got about 15 more. You got the receipt of them coming up in our spot, trying to ask us questions about our business and getting their asses escorted right the hell on out. We don't let the sinners in the juke joint, fam. That's what you call gatekeeping. Certified salute to the brother who held it down. And we're going to hold it down all around the country, fam. You got them doing that. You got these people saying that their businesses are closing. If they don't get a certain amount of money by Tuesday, today's Tuesday, their asses is closed. Y'all see what it is? This is what happens. You've never in your life seen this go on like it's going on now, because you've never in your life seen a foundational Black American blackout like this. This is all brand new. This is all brand new, and it's all brought to you by Foundational Black Americans, Certified 100, Certified Black Society. They got to come up in our spots. They got to come up in our places because they know we run everything. And running them out of business is what we do, and it's easy work. Fam, this is easy work. We right now making a mockery of these people. We out here making a mockery of these people. We destroying their businesses, and we did it in our just foundational Black American, so fresh and so clean fashion, y'all. You got to love the time frame we're on. And what's the denominator that you're seeing in all of this, fam? You're seeing foundational Black American sisters, foundational Black American brothers, and foundational Black American business. Remember, y'all, it takes both of us to get our business popping. So since we all got our business popping, that lets you know that we building, we working, we shining, we grinding, we untouchable, unmatched, unbreakable, and stronger than ever. And these people ain't got nowhere to go. This is what happens when you disrespect FBA. You have Democrats come out and beg us to go vote for them. Now they begging for us to give them a seat on the couch. You can't have a seat on the couch. You can sit your ass down on the curb right next to the trash can where you belong. And then the other people who came out here and they was calling us dirty Black Americans. Well, these foundational Black Americans is going to watch you have to go clean your dirty homeland while the U.S. ambassadors bringing over all these different foreigners so they can quadruple colonize you. You're on your own now. And then for all the Jackie Chans and the Lucy Lius who thought it was funny to try to tell foundational Black Americans, I dare y'all. I want y'all to. Y'all go ahead and try. Who's going to wash your clothes? Who going to cook you your chicken fried rice? Who going to cook you your egg rolls? Well, you ain't even got those egg rolls because you ain't got nobody on payroll because foundational Black Americans kept all the damn money. Bars. And family, we shutting everybody down in this blackout. And when I tell y'all foundational Black Americans is up right now, we up right now, and this ain't never going to change. This ain't never going to change, family. This is going to stay the same, family, and this is going to be the future. And the future belongs to foundational Black Americans because the past is all written by foundational Black Americans. Let me add another face to this list of people who done effed around and found out that foundational Black Americans ain't to be effed with. Fam, there was a particular person a couple months ago that was running around here trying to get foundational Black Americans to jump on board with him. There was a particular person that was running around here trying to get foundational Black Americans to support his business, trying to get foundational Black Americans to put our life on the line, sacrifice, have foundational Black Americans on the front line, and he done met his ABK. And y'all know what I say when I say ABK, it comes every damn day. Family, breaking news. Shout out to the family. Shout out to the whole damn FBA community. We done blacked them out once. We done blacked them out twice. We done blacked their ass out 3 times, and we will black their ass out forever because it's all about us. Fam, the Democrats, the Republicans, the people of color, the Black and brown, the African Americans, the we all Black brother, the tellers, the mops, the hoppers, the skippers, the jumpers, all they asses done got blacked out and they all got that ABK. And we're going to put a new name on that ABK list. And just to let the world know, you disrespect foundational Black Americans, certified foundational Black Americans, past, present, future. All of us who are right here standing on business on code and the ancestors above will check your ass. Y'all right now, I'm going to send y'all to the screen to see who got arrested and who's begging FBA for money. Hugo Flea, not Newton, from the Melanated Taco Lion Party, done got his ass arrested. Yes, the hell he did. And now he begging on every single platform available for foundational Black Americans to lend him a couple bucks to come and save him. Hell to the no. You go get on the phone with Pedro Gonzalez, your cousin. He may help you. You better go get on the phone with Fat Joe, your cousin. He may help you. You better call J-Lo. You better call Ice Spice. You better call George Lopez. They may help you. Maybe Crazy Legs can come and help you. But let me tell you who ain't gonna help you. Foundational Black Americans ain't gonna help you. Hell to the no. Hold your own burrito, amigo. We remember you running around here trying to get foundational Black Americans to go get on the front line for ICE because you knew that them folks with ICE was your people. And you thought you was going to use my people to go out there and sacrifice everything for nothing. But then you done found out that this is a certified foundational Black American era, certified 100. And we only focus on ourselves. We only focus on our own. Our money going to circulate. Dollars gonna circulate, frequency gonna circulate, vibe gonna circulate, energy gonna circulate, and you won't get a penny from us. So have fun over there. But I did get a phone call from one person who said that he might help you out. I got a phone call from one individual who said he may give you a phone call and may lend you a few dollars. Fam, the person who said that he may help Hugo Flea Newton is Speedy Gonzalez. And he said your ass got about 5 seconds before he go back to Tijuana and the clock is ticking. So you and Speedy can work that out. And foundational Black Americans, we gonna stand on certified business every day and twice on Sundays. That part. They know what it is, family. We run this right here, y'all. Every damn day, every which way. On this broadcast, I've literally broke down and showed you receipts on how everybody that has been disrespectful to our lineage has got checked. And they got checked in a lot of ways. We done checked them, they people done checked them, and nature done checked them. You done got checked by the vibration, the spiritual world done checked you. Because it ain't a healthy thing to go against the people who built this country when you standing in this country. Remember this, fam. Every single tree, every single branch, every single leaf that you see, it's got foundational Black American energy in it. Remember that, y'all. Concrete soul resides right here, right here. So when these people disrespect us, you're going to see a lot of things happen to these people, like go to jail, like get fired, like get deported. See, anybody who disrespects foundational Black Americans, they end up deported. They end up behind bars. Foundational Black Americans, we stay exactly where we've been. 10 toes down, standing on foundational Black American lineage business, pushing our principle, sitting on the couch, having some popcorn, sitting back and enjoying the show. That's the difference between them. That's the difference between us. That's the difference between certifieds and counterfeits. That's the difference between everybody who wants to be an FBA versus the real FBA. We certified every damn second, y'all. We are on fire right now. The wave is going. The delineation, regulating, separating. Yes, indeed. The blackout, the boycott, the wealth transfer. Yes, indeed. If you name it and it's great, then guarantee it's got foundational Black American fingerprints on it. Because foundational Black Americans, everything we touch turns to gold. And that's what we're on right now. I love all my certified FBA family. And I'm going to make this clear for y'all. We continue doing what we doing, the way we doing it, how we do it. There ain't nothing that can stop us. Not a damn thing. They know what it is, and I be watching them out there. They be mad that we out here silent, fam. Trust me, I see a lot of people. You say we doing something good, somebody come out and say, please don't. We stand on some real certified energy, somebody comes out and says, please stop. Remember this, y'all. They're the ones begging. They're the ones pleading. They're the ones asking. But let me tell you what FBA is doing, fam. We the movers. We the shakers. We the riders. We the grinders. We the shiners. Every single thing that we've got is right on our shoulders, exactly where it should be. We keep our money within our foundational Black American family tree. We're building up our foundational Black American family. Our businesses are booming right now. The sun is hot in July in the sky, and we out here riding. So when you put all of those pieces together, and then when you look to your side and you see a certified foundational Black American sister, the most beautiful women on the planet, and then you look to your side and you see a certified foundational Black American brother, the most strong brother on the planet, You ain't got to look outside the circle, y'all. The circle got everything, and everybody is watching us. So there's one thing for certain, two things for sure, fam, is that when you stand on certified business, they get that ABK. And then when everybody's watching, it's all eyes on FBA. And it's going to be like that for eternity because we're going to bring that heat forever. It don't slow up. It don't stop. It don't slow down. Straight to the bank, straight to the money, straight like that. Yes, indeed. Fam, love y'all with a passion. It's been another broadcast, another popping broadcast. We done put receipts on the table, and they all came back. FBA wins, FBA wins, FBA wins. Yes, indeed. So if your ass was copping please, but your mama had to flee, you better run, tether, run, tether, run. You better run fast because that zebra on your ass. You better run, tether, run, tether, run. If you're claiming USA, but you ain't FBA, you better run, tether, run, tether, run. You keep popping ish, but your homeland smell like shit. You better run, tether, run, tether, run. And everybody else in between. Certified salute. Y'all stay good. Shout out to Sade. You know it. Know what I'm talking about. Certified salute to the fam right here. Love y'all with a passion. Y'all stay good. Y'all stay safe. Y'all stay vigilant, family. 24/7 blackout on them. Tethers is running. We out here winning. Tell them to keep on swimming, fam. If you stop by the store, y'all, and you see some of that ketchup fried rice, just know they went from daring foundational Black Americans, right? Then they talk that talk. Well, look at them right now, family. Look at them right now. And guess what, y'all? Benjamin Trump, he still ain't woke up. And foundational Black Americans, we in the house. Yes, let's go. See you on the other end, man. Y'all stay good. Y'all stay safe. Y'all stay vigilant. And always remember, no matter what you do, no matter where you go, no matter where you at, that black is beautiful. And beautiful is always black. Certified 24/7. Peace out.
Black Alpha Network. Home of Black excellence. Power to the people.
Oh,